Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
This summer, get more muscle for your money at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Right now, drive home the bold new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon with employee pricing plus and get an additional $3,500 bonus cash allowance. Exclusive savings on Jeep's legendary off-road pickup. Your adventure starts at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. TheLandAuto.com. See dealer for details. Restrictions apply. Not all purchasers will qualify. Offer ends July 31st.
This is Monster Jam. Get ready for massive stunts, crazy skills, featuring Grave Digger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Big time fun for the whole family. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Kia Center August 2nd and 3rd. Brought to you by BKT Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage, NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Orlando.
Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night is 2 nights. Come party with us at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia. Starting at 6 p.m., it's Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night. For more details, visit OrlandoHarley.com.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This year full of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a Big Green Egg.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H. cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, July 25th of 2025. Lots to get to today. From That's It, I'm taking a stand to South Park fires back at the White House. And the Pedro Pascal creepy rumors go viral. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
Howdy.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever, ever happens,
What
friends.
happened?
Let me just triple check here. I just don't want to make things.
I say
mistake.
quadruple check.
All right. No, yeah, confirmed. We have a last-minute message that has just arrived right here. It's a last-minute message from Hulk Hogan. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
We made it, folks. Yeah! Congratulations. Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back. You beat up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and unless your name is Hulk Hogan or Ozzy Osbourne, you made it all the way to Friday, friend.
No, full 5 to 6 deaths as far as the celebrity world.
We just really just need to get through today's show.
Yeah,
without
no deaths.
any breaking news.
All right.
Please and thank you.
Folks, I mean, as much as it's interesting to talk about all these things, and this is the Viral News HQ here, but I just Friday. Let's see if we can avoid any deaths today.
And I
hope we can.
I just knock this out because I think it's going to be a damper if I do it during the next episode.
Sure.
We have Julian McMahon.
All right.
You know him. He died first, then Connie Francis, then Malcolm Jamal Warner, then Ozzy Osbourne, then Hulk Hogan, and I believe there's one more I'm still missing from the list.
The guy yesterday
Poor
we
Chuck
talked
Mangione.
about. You know
and
what?
Chuck Mangione.
Courtney goes, she's such a big King of the Hill fan. She goes, you do know who Chuck Mangione is. And she said, play that song that you guys were playing again, but fast forward a little bit. And I fast forward a little bit. I go, I do know that.
That one?
I was like, no, that's the intro. There's a part of that song, the Chuck Mangione song, and I was like, son of a bitch, I got to give him credit. I do know that. All right, here we go. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the classroom, everybody.
Oh,
here goes nothing. The kids are ready.
Not
it's been a hell of a week. Let's see what's going on in class.
Oh, I love this video so much.
I like the kid on the bass guitar back there. All right, kids, bring it. Here we go.
Sean.
This is a good time, man.
No, it's a good time. You have, I'm going to send you the video if I can do it in time. They had Ozzy Osbourne in person watching this class do it. Yes.
Did they really? They brought him back in at some point in time to do it? Oh,
hold
man.
on. Keep talking. I'm going to find it.
That's probably Ozzy's proudest moment. Let me tell you
Sounds
something.
good.
There are 2 takes on this, okay? 2 takes. One of them is correct. The one that is correct is this should inspire absolutely everybody to go, you know what we need to bring back?
Xylophones.
Banned in schools.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? All right? You used to be...
Did we get rid of band in schools?
We had a class. It's literally one of the only things I remember at H.L. Johnson Elementary School. We had a class. I don't even know if I think they called it music. And in the class, you got different
board scratching instruments, or the triangle or the recorder. You were nowhere near as good as these kids, obviously, but everybody got a little shot to be a little musical. And honestly, how much do those instruments cost to get one for everybody in class?
Some of the ones that they're playing in this clip are very expensive. I see
this one.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4 marimbas. That is a high dollar item right there. Vibraphones.
We can start with the basic stuff that I used to have, the little scratch board thing and the record. What's a recorder? I can get a recorder on Alibaba from China.
Okay, I mean, recorders are not on the top of the list of
I'm not talking about the top of the list. I'm talking about entry-level drugs for kids to get into music. I want them blowing on the flutes. I want them hitting the congos. I want them, playing something.
You want them hitting a democratic republic in Africa?
Yes, if it helps our youths. If it does.
I just sent you the clip of Ozzy there.
I didn't know. I never seen where he went back into the classroom. That was 2012, just for the record.
No, I mean, we all had music classes, and we did not have anything near the energy these kids do, which I absolutely love. I felt
speak for yourself.
I did it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what I sent you.
That is? Oh, no, hold on. Let me see. Hang on, I got multiple text messages at one time.
See. Nice try,
yours.
whoever texted you.
I did not get yours somehow.
Oh, it's still sending. God damn.
Yeah, see, that's why I clicked that one. Oh, well, we'll get into it at some point in time here. The internets are backing up. They're clogging up today, but I love it. I think they need to bring back every bit of band in schools. Some of the responses to this are so brain dead, absolute mush brain, potato brain losers. This is god-awful levels of bad take. Meh. I don't like the idea of schools promoting rock, metal, and punk to kids. I say that as a metal rock fan, literally commenting from his band's account. Rock and roll is supposed to be anti-establishment, and the establishment promoting it undermines the very purpose of rock and roll. And kids will start looking at it as boring and for old people, much like what do you want, bro? Yankee Doodle Dandy on the xylophone?
I'm sorry, 3 paragraphs is not rock and roll either, my guy.
It's not. Here's the deal. You want to get kids into music. I got a school near my house, all right? When I walk by during football season, when the band is out there,
you're allowed to get.
I'm allowed to get all the way in there.
What?
That's not great either. When I walk by the school, when football season is on, the band is out there. And when the band is practicing, the cool thing is they do Hey Ya, they do songs that they do and no one in the world.
Definitely part of my music lesson when I was like 7th or 8th grade.
But nobody in the world goes, oh, no, those are bad songs, or, oh, no, that's going to ruin rock music. You know what they say? We're putting more people in the hopper. More kids will like music. And when more kids like music, maybe more kids stop killing people. Oh. Maybe more kids stop robbing banks and robbing each other and doing all the other things that are bad. Music is an escape, and it's good, and I think that more kids should be into it. And we waste so much money on so much crap. Again, I'll tell you this 8 million times. You don't hear it enough. Trust me on that. They take enough of your money. They take enough of your money for local stuff, state stuff, federal stuff, for us to have it good. And we could do this. And I think we need to. So this dumb comment, very, very dumb. But I do like the kids playing in the classroom.
School music programs should focus on classical music and let kids discover rock or metal on their own. Por que no los dos? Why can't they just do both things? You can learn about classical music, and it's something my wife says all the time. Like, why can't should I do this or that? Por que no los dos? You could learn about classical music and learn theory and learn why things are constructed in a certain way. But rock and roll is part of history now. There is classic rock. You got to learn. I think everything in
but they think
like
classic rock is like My Chemical Romance now, which is sad.
Basically, it is to them. This says, schools doing S like this reminds me of hearing grunge bands in effing grocery stores.
So much cursing.
Wow, did that one
feels personal?
That feels a little personal to you, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Chasing Edmund, my band back in the day, played in front of a Publix grocery store. Or seeing people who don't even listen to Nirvana wearing Nirvana shirts because they found it at Walmart and thought it was a fashion brand. It cheapens the legacy of metal rock. Dude, here's the problem. The people who say stuff like this, you have formulated your entire identity around one thing. And so therefore,
not rock and roll.
You're trying to gatekeep it. Let the kids play the music. Let them do their thing. All right, is this, hang on, give me a second.
I hope it came through.
I do have something from you.
And then I can't wait till the Wi-Fi kicks back in and you have 17 messages from me.
All right. Is this the same thing?
It is, but edit it.
She wanted her version of the same video to play.
That's not the exact copy I sent you.
No, because I think they censored him when he was saying it was effing brilliant.
So great on his xylophone.
Brilliant. Ozzy says, brilliant.
This is what the kids should be doing in class. I think
Not
most
the Maracas
people.
kids. That's ridiculous.
Those are the kids that suck, and they have to give them something.
But they
That's
gave
what's
them
happening.
giant maracas.
Guess who had a maraca? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Sean, give me the recorder, Sean. Give it to me. You know you're not going to be able to be a recorder, kid. Take the maraca, and I'm like.
If you like inside insults, one that we used to use in band was if you totally sucked at something, we were like, we're going to put you on third triangle.
Ooh.
As in, you're so bad you can't even be the primary triangle player
means you
in the
have
band.
one hit.
There's going to be two others that are better than you because you're so terrible at what you're doing.
Get more muted. Your triangle gets just down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, wait.
Don't even.
When it comes to a third triangle, does that mean that you only get one strike throughout the entire piece?
It just means it's really muted when you hit it. Instead of it's like, that's it. That's all you get out of that.
You guys sort of get it, yeah.
I get it, C-Lane. You're saying that not that there is a third triangle, but that this is how bad you are. It would be like saying you could be the 15th co-host on the news, Junkie.
You could be the assistant to the assistant to the assistant janitor.
Yes, you're down the line in a place that doesn't even actually exist. That's the gimmick. There you go. Okay, so there we are. That'll get us started off today.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ozzy. When we come back, we've got updates on what's happening with the fallout from the Hulk Hogan thing. Some of this stuff has gotten gross, man. I like the footage of his neighbors running around. They're like, there's the emergency crews. They're putting him on a stretcher and rolling him out of here. And there's a bunch of other stuff
and
like
some,
that was
final
gross.
footage of him is very interesting.
Yeah, and there's something I think that needs to be addressed on the Hulk Hogan front that's pretty crazy that's floating out there. So we'll hit on that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com.
Happy Friday!
It's partially blocked. Move over and slow down. There's a lot of congestion piling up.
Cameraman, wake up!
It's going to be your typical delays you're going to be running into on I-4 this morning if that's a part of your commute. So travel with caution. See traffic trouble. It's called the Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hello, chat. Happy Friday. What do you think? Should we bring band and music class, more importantly, back to schools? Should we bring music classes back to school? That inspires me. I think we should do it. Stop spending money on some dumb nonsense, whatever, social integration, blah, blah, blah. Give the kids the info that's going to help them out. Learning about music is great, and it gives them a good distraction from all the things that the devil's hands will get them involved in. John says, nobody's perfect. People have messed up. When they pass, we could just focus on the good things they did. I think that's mostly true. I don't think if Hitler dies, you get my point, he's long gone. But when Hitler dies, I don't think you go, famed Austrian artist passes after troubled life, I don't think you do that. But I think these pretty minor things social infractions, if that is what you keep thinking about after your celebrity dies, that they one time
said something misogynistic or something, it is just absolute proof of one thing. Absolute proof of one thing if you obsess over these tiny social infractions after a celebrity has died. And that one thing is that you are a fucking loser. Back in just a couple of minutes. We should provide funding for band. Yes, I did 7 years of band, says the Lady of Laurels. With all the money Florida has saved in books, we could pay for band class. None of this matters. Okay, you're trying to book band it, which is nerdy, but none of this matters. They take enough of your money for the roads. They take enough of your money for the stoplights. They take enough of your money for the police. They take enough of your money for us to have great schools with well-paid teachers. They take enough of your money for the federal government to operate, for us to have health insurance. They take enough of your money already. The problem is not the money they take, it's how they waste all of it. Known Badger brings up Epstein. Sure. Epstein dies, you don't go, noted financier dies after life enjoying youth massage programs. Like, creepy fucker dies is fine. That's fine. But it's the tiny little social infraction. Get over it, you loser. I was in band all through middle school. First chair trumpet right here. Good for you. You can absolutely have a spending and a revenue problem at the same time. Ask Doge. Bullshit. This is simplistic. We are in some sort of almost utopia, so we must keep spending ideals. We could save billions on programs that are not needed, that are overblown, and focus things in on the stuff that would be much better use of our resources. But what we think is, this program and this program have been around and they're pretty good, so we should keep them forever. It doesn't solve anything. They have enough money. They have plenty of money. You ever been in a federal building in Washington, D.C.? They have plenty of money. You ever seen what your tax dollars is spent on in stadiums and shit all over this country? They have plenty of money. They have plenty of your money. Who's the next Metallica? I don't know. That little kid on TikTok's pretty rad. That little metal screamo kid on TikTok, who not only does he keep going viral, but now I've seen him on stage with the metal bands that he really likes, and he's just a child and he's singing along with them. That's pretty awesome. "90 seconds and we're coming back live on the show." Okay, we're going to get into the updates on the Hulk Hogan stuff, and then a whole bunch more important things. And I've had enough. Enough is enough. I'm taking a stand. All right? What does that mean? You're going to find out in a moment. AJ Soup says, I love being in band. First chair French horn. Is the French horn the big one? Like the one you had to lug around, like a big ass thing? Or is it like the one in How I Met Your Mother? Yeah, it is? Oh, that one's a tough one. It sounds cool, though. Oh, I gotta keep it on Skull Mike for a second. Copyrighted music. Here we go.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Forever hovering over life's great.
See the live stream alert when we are live, and we're on YouTube and Twitch. Lots of news this week about the dead celebrities. God forbid, man. I mean, it was a lot to go through, and some pretty big
fatality.
names. A bunch of people that people know and love died this week. But one thing that really grabbed my attention was all of the absolute losers, and in my opinion, they are losers, who after somebody dies just focus on like minor social transgressions of the person. And I'm not talking about like the person stabbed 15 people and then afterwards we try to gloss over it. I'm talking about when somebody dies and you go, yeah, but that one time they said this thing and it was offensive and I didn't like it. And it's like, get over yourself.
But that's always the case. Even media does it where it's like, they did have a controversial past.
It is sometimes, but did you think Ozzy Osbourne got a bunch of that reaction after he died?
Depends on where you look.
Exactly, because he does have controversy in his past.
I didn't see much pushback on Ozzy Osbourne like I did on Hulk Hogan, where it was like, oh, he's a racist, Hulk Hogan's a racist, but Ozzy Osbourne, I didn't see that.
Well, the difference is that Ozzy's controversies are old school mentality controversies. Ozzy's controversies are old conservative, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s controversies, whereas Hulk Hogan getting caught saying the N-word was more recent. And so I think people put more weight on that. Like, the controversial thing about Ozzy Osbourne was that they thought he was satanic. He was the Prince of Darkness, and he acted crazy all the time.
He killed 17 cats one time.
Billboard has got the list, by the way. Ozzy Osbourne's controversies.
Is that cat thing real?
Yeah.
I didn't know the cat thing.
Ozzy Osbourne, I'm almost positive. Ozzy Osbourne got high as a kite one time, tried to kill Sharon Osbourne, and killed 17 cats in a fit of rage, tripping out. And people are like, damn, we lost the Prince of Darkness.
Was that all of the cats? Did he leave any? Did any cats survive the slaughter?
During a period of severe substance abuse in the early 1980s, he admitted to killing all 17 of the family cats with a shotgun in a drug-fueled rage. He described this incident as a turning point in his battle with addiction, the moment that made him realize the depths of his drug dependency.
Yeah.
That was, interestingly enough, not mentioned in Billboard's timeline of Ozzy concontroversies.
No,
we do have the TV theft of 1965.
Oh, poor
Are you
TV.
familiar?
No, I remember like all the time there were stories about people throwing TVs out of hotels, but this seems different.
In 1965, after stealing a TV and attempting to climb over a wall with it, teenage John Osborne was arrested and wound up in British prison for 6 whole weeks.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I view some of this kind of stuff, like that's more fun stuff on that list, it sounds like. But I view some of this stuff. Well, not that, obviously.
The cats isn't here, but he bit off the head of a dove, too. Did you know that?
There's stories about stuff that he did with like the cats and the bats and the doves and all these things. And some of them are just about promotional stuff. But that one, the cat one, was allegedly like a real thing that Ozzy did. And I didn't see anybody freaking out about Ozzy. But Hulk Hogan, they're like, well, one time on a secret recording, he did this. And I thought to myself, like, could you imagine, like, let's say it's your mom or dad or brother or sister, they die, and you're at their funeral. And you stand up there and you go like, here's what I remember the most. And they were great. And, God bless them. And then somebody in the audience stands up and goes, one time Sean's dad made a Polish joke. And I think it's important that we...
Sean's dad encouraged his young son to speak in Ebonics.
That was a thing.
You're like, let's remember. Like, come on, kiss my ass. Our lives are full of mistakes and bad things and all of this. And when you hold those things so dearly that after somebody dies, you're like, this is the most important thing to me. What's that? What's that? That seems like a waste of time. All of that seems like a waste of time to me. And some of this stuff is another thing I heard was, now
I'm thinking of being at the memorial service for my dad's cousin and thinking in my head, I could tell you guys his favorite joke, but it would not have aged well. It would not.
All right, folks,
Say the
buckle up.
joke.
Here we
Say
go.
the joke.
Yeah, perfect timing. It's
The
okay
words
for now.
pick and cotton are in it, so I
Don't say the
I
joke.
decline to say the joke.
It's not a Polish joke, huh?
No,
All right.
it's as if nope.
Okay. I think doing this after celebrities die is kind of dumb and wasteful. It's like, just go and just say nothing.
Man.
Say less. Say nothing if you don't have anything positive to say. Now, that is not to say like for Epstein, for Hitler, for whoever you do. No, of course you don't do that for those kind of people. But I'm talking about small social infractions from celebrities. Like, get over yourself. It's done. The game is over, for God's sake. One of the things I saw, and this, for me personally, I always look at it and I go, what a waste. What a waste. I think of life in terms of the limited amount of time we have for this experience, which is a pretty crazy cool one. It's like a real life version of the greatest video game ever, and we get to wake up every day and go on our adventures and do our thing. And you hear that Hulk Hogan hadn't talked to his daughter Brooke in over 2 years, and I guess they had many divisions, allegedly. But one of the things that I heard was that her father's support possibly for Trump might have factored into some of that, or there were some other issues that they had. And it's like, there are some things in your family that are pretty insurmountable. And when you cross that line and you say, enough is enough, I can't take it anymore, that's fine. It's fine. You can have those sort of lines in the sand if you're an adult, and you probably should have some. But when you do it over minor things, like I've seen countless people who are like, I will not talk to my parents ever again. They voted for Trump in the election. And I'm like, you are such a dumbass. The time is so valuable. It is literally the most valuable thing in the world. I don't know if it was a news story we did. You guys might be able to remind me. We did a story one time, and we talked about these older people who are rich. And they asked them, what's the most important thing in your life? And they were all like 80s or beyond. And not one of them said money. Of course. Not one of them.
And you're super rich.
Well, these weren't incredibly rich people, all of them. But not one of them said money. Time. Time was the most valuable thing. When you're at the end of your days, and hopefully with the love of your life, you want just more time. You won't be like, if we only had $500 more. You won't be thinking about that. And time is one of the only things that you have just ultimate control over. You can make up with that person. You can spend time with them. You can enjoy their company more while you have that time here on Earth. And I think that would be a good thing. This was one of Hulk Hogan's final appearances before he died. This was when he was looking rough with that, the beard.
Is this the super eyes wide one? Because that kind of threw me off.
This is the one where he's just talking with somebody on the street about having launched the wrestling company, I think.
Brother, good to see you.
Brother!
I need to take a nap, bro. I need to take a nap. I am worn out from L.A. to New York City. You still treat me like I'm the champ here, brother.
This guy was still working and working too hard.
He just announced some new product or company.
It was the wrestling league, I think. I think was they asked me.
Totally worn out.
Well, you got a lot going on. There's Flow Wrestling. You got the beer that's obviously crushing. People are going. I saw the lines when you're doing like the promo runs. The fans came out to support the beer. The launch was great. And then obviously this Flow Wrestling. I think a lot of people are excited for this. I mean, you bring sports.
Well, it's real American freestyle, brother.
Yes.
You got to get corrected. You might get stretched.
True.
You got better get corrected. You might get stretched. This is in his final days. My guy's still
cutting promos.
Yeah, he's still cutting promos to the final minute of his life.
So
Hulk Hogan.
I just sent you what I saw, which was a little bit different. And this says it was the final, one of the final moments 3 months before the death. So 3 months ago, where he was on some news station going off.
This is going to be the same exact clip, isn't it?
No,
same
no,
clip.
no.
I'm in New York City. I got all
It's
lit
not
up
the same
last night.
clip.
I saw Hulk Hogan Scores Sports Bar right down the street next to Madison Square Garden. Everybody in New York City is drinking real American beer. So what you gonna do?
You're working too hard, Hulk. You clearly.
Tell the people that are not watching the video, it's not the same clip. Thank
It's
you.
the same clip, folks. It's the same exact clip. She
Not
just
the
sent her
same
version.
clip.
It's watermarked with Sabrina Ambra at Sabrina Ambra. It says on it. So
Yeah, you can find me on all the social media platforms with
New
that
York
exact
City,
name.
I got all
his eyes are popping though.
I saw Hulk Hogan Scores Sports Bar right.
Hulk Hogan Sports Bar.
I don't know if I can get my eyes that open.
Take the time, enjoy your life, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family,
and meth.
Enjoy a little meth if you want to. It's your time.
If
it's
you
your
knew
time.
you were going to die in like a couple months,
Yeah,
you'd do meth, wouldn't you?
maybe. I don't know. If I thought that was a good use of my
I think
time.
he did some meth when he didn't think he was going to die in a couple months.
All right, but now we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about we all know we're going to die in a couple months. What is your drug of choice?
Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
Not meth, because meth was kind of boring. Just more of just like a keep you
Today
awake.
I
This
learned-
guy is hardcore.
That's
Yeah.
trivia later. Heroin.
5 letters.
5 letters.
Crack.
Oh.
Yeah. Hunter Biden ain't wrong about that, man. Hunter Biden, you get Hunter Biden talking about crack. You see that the interview
Is
with
crack
Channel
very
5?
different of a thing than one would experience with like cocaine?
I have not done that. I have not done it. But the
Check
people who
under
talk
your
about
chair,
it.
Sean.
All right. Damn. Think again. It was real one time though. So
It was, and it was
the-
crack too. It's crazy.
I've never done that. But well, you know what? We can't talk about this. Well, the police are probably going nuts listening to the show today.
Prove it. It's
I'm
all
saying
art.
is,
Shut up.
Whatever
To
it
the
is, whatever it is that you enjoy doing with your time, do it. Spend it with family.
Preach,
enjoy
brother.
yourself. Please go for it.
Crack.
Crack.
Okay.
Crack.
There we go.
Crack.
We'll
Crack.
get to more of that as we go on, but I want to know what you think and what you think about people with their criticism of these celebrities and their passing and some of the stuff they've done in their past. Let us know your thoughts. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. All right. I can't take it anymore.
Where he's not gonna take it.
I can't take it anymore.
You can just take it.
He ain't gonna
No.
take it.
I don't want to take it anymore. I want to.
I guess a break is what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're so behind, man. Come on.
Well, now we're good. All right, we're going to take a break. I can take that.
Yeah, he's gonna take it.
We'll be like the anti-Kiss. Wait, that's not Kiss, is it?
Yeah, we're gonna no Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister. We're like the anti-Twisted Sister.
Untwisted Brothers.
We're gonna take it. Schools
Anymore.
in. I don't know. Whatever they
You're
do.
now
I'm mixing up all
naming
the songs.
another band.
All right, you get what I'm saying. So, well, I can't take it anymore. Okay. I got to take a stand. Right. This is what I want to discuss. And I'll explain what all of this means. And we're going to go on a journey with this. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million.
So with a check of your Central Florida forecast, and for our Friday, we are going to be expecting hot temperatures along with a couple of hit and miss showers and storms. Temperatures will be a couple of degrees above normal with a high of around 94 degrees this afternoon in Orlando. It will feel closer, though, to the low 100s once we do factor in our humidity. As we head to the weekend, temperatures really take off. Highs closer to the mid and upper 90s. A lot drier, too. Only a 20% chance of rain for this weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. So start feeling like it today. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Folks, it's summer. It's hot. It's just the way it goes. What you need is somebody that you can rely on if you go home and it feels a little warmer than normal. You go over to the air vent and you go, oh no, it's set down to the temp I like, but it's definitely not working right. there's a big moment in your life, because if you call the wrong number for an HVAC company, you could end up with them ripping you off to the tune of thousands of dollars. Or you can call Mills Air, where they are friendly and fair and they treat you right. And they want you to call them the next time you have an issue or the next time you have an issue or need an upgrade. They want you to be a customer for life at Mills Air. That's why they've been in business since 1992. For more than 30 years, they have been helping people just like you. That is the good work that they do, lasting a long time and building a base of people who enjoy their services. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's the number if you need help. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP.
2 minutes, Skullmikers. 2 minutes and we're coming back live. It would be foolish for you to leave at this point. I can't take it anymore. It's time to take a stand. Now I wonder, have you said that at some point in your life? Has there been a, I can't take it anymore, I have to take a stand moment? Has there been a moment in your life where you were like, enough is enough, I have to do something? That's what we're going to talk about next. Because there's a pretty crazy story attached to it, and I can't take it anymore. Enough is enough. It's time to take a stand. By the way, Secret Shows released before 5 p.m. Should be right around 5 p.m. today. A new Secret Show coming out. You gotta fight. See that? Do we have time for another 12 or no? Let's do it. Hello? What are you doing?
Even?
I can't take it anymore. I gotta take a stand.
On what?
What do you think?
I don't know.
What are you taking a stand on? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta do a radio show. All right. We're coming back. Time to take a stand. Yes, when my wife was bullying me, I said enough. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit.
Dull Mike, what's up? Miss you guys. Just over here, hanging out in my booth. Hope everybody's got a nice, fun weekend planned. Probably not doing nothing. Anywho, just came to say hi, guys. I got nothing right now. Got to get back to the show.
Give a tip anonymously.
If it's important to you, it's on, and probably being mocked by.
And I'm not going to take it anymore. These are all like the statements you make, you know, when you've had enough, when you're drawing a line in the sand.
Right.
I'll explain why.
Here's my sand line.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'll explain why I'm at the sand line here. There's a story out today, which is it's absolutely one of those I can't take it anymore. I'm going to make a stand stories. And it brings me to this place where I want to ask you a question. And that is, have you ever had that moment? Have you ever had the moment in your life where you're like, that's it. I have to take a stand. Mm-hmm. I have to do something about this.
It's time for me. I can't take it anymore. It's time for me to take a stand, and today's the day. And I'll give you an example. This story out of New York, our friends over in New York. A man said, quote, "I'm making a stand," you can make him or take him, when he took a movie theater patron's phone in East Hampton. Police said it happened at a Regal movie theater. It's about 8:45. The man complained to a woman who later reported the incident that a movie theater patron was talking loudly on their phone during a screening.
During? That's so weird.
During the movie. And the guy says, enough is enough. And he gets up out of his seat in the movie theater, and he walks over to this chick who's yapping into her phone in the middle of the movie, and he says, "I'm making a stand." And he grabs her phone from her hand, and he walks away. And he said, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to take a stand. I had to do something about this.
I mean, you can't steal people's stuff.
They said the woman who reported the incident advised the man to give back the phone, but he refused and said, "You're going to have to call the police." The complaint read that the woman called the police and the man left the theater, leaving the phone on the concession stand. The movie patron picked up their phone from the concession stand and also left the theater. Good. Everybody left. All the people left that were involved in this. I bring this story to you to ask you, what was that's it, I'm taking a stand. I have to do something about this. Enough is enough.
Ooh.
I'm doing something about this.
But
have you ever stepped up and done that?
I mean, I've stepped up, but I've never stolen someone's property. In that
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the general sense that you said, enough is enough. I can't take it anymore. I'm taking a stand. Right now, I'm taking a stand. I've got to do something about this. I've had many moments in my life, shamefully, where I didn't take a stand.
You had the opportunity to, and you did not.
I did, yes.
You did take it.
No,
I
didn't.
Not taking it.
You're right. Yeah, yes. I did the opposite of what I should have done in the moment. But I want to hear your story. Send us your dispatch of the moment where you said,
"Oh, good.
I'm taking a stand. I'm taking a stand, and I have to do something right now." Also, you can send an email, and you can be anonymous if you'd like. Put that up on top. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Best story, we'll give some sort of prize to.
Yeah, but please don't curse and ruin the whole storytelling. Thank you.
You can take a stand and not curse. Just go, look, I was in this situation, and I said, enough is enough. I'm taking a stand. Just like that guy in the movie theater, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going for it. I'm taking that bitch's cell phone, and you can call the cops if you want.
There was, I've told the story before, a situation at a concert where I wish I could have taken the girl's cell phone, but I did end up telling her to shut the F up.
Oh.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a moment where you took a stand against me that I'll never forget. That, where you said, I can't take it anymore.
You don't actually remember what it was about. You say, I'll never forget, but every time you bring this up, you know that I yelled at you, but you don't know what it was about.
Let me be as clear as I possibly can be. I remember you yelling.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I remember.
Can I tell you how relieved I am? And I would like to hear more, please. C-Lane, do you remember what you yelled at him about?
No, you remember? You were there. You were in the studio next to us, and C-Lane was like,
you were pissing me off.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I remember him yelling into where he took a stand against the person on the phone and slammed the phone down.
Oh, he did that a long time.
He also took a stand, C-Lane, and I'll never forget it.
Who did I slam the phone down?
I don't remember, but you were
rando.
so we had both, we're both there with you, and you're like, enough! And they slam the phone down.
When he gets
That's
angry
why
like
we don't
that,
answer phone calls anymore.
when C-Lane has his I'm taking a stand moment, he's not a man of too many words. It's very short. So he's going to slam the phone and go, enough! And hang up. And that's going to be his
He
whole
took a
thing.
stand with that guy that was really creeping me out, and I've all caps text C-Lane, please get over here as soon as possible. And as soon as he arrived, he took a stand, and that guy was no longer creepy or in the location.
C-Lane kissed the man on the lips, and the man stopped
dance around.
bothering Sabrina, and that was that.
It's a pretty common story. I don't think we needed to dance around.
No, it's fine. Game over. Yeah, he took a stand.
Do you remember what Sean's referring to?
I remember what it was. We were at Universal, so we were all in the same room, and that made it even more awkward for Sean. And,
Yeah.
God, I am blanking on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sean has told this story so many times, but we have no clue, the consensus.
Like the context.
No clue what it was about.
I believe I was needling you.
Yeah, you were
about something.
Poking at me about. I almost.
Surprise, surprise.
And I think you said, you called me some sort of name.
Idiot or moron. It's coming back to me now.
Moron? It might have been moron. It might have been, because of this, you moron. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And then it was like a heavy silence.
We've awakened the beast. He's
And
not
then
going to take
the
it.
board op back here at HQ was like, you guys ready to go to commercial break? Okay, bye.
We want to make sure everything's okay with you guys. Those are the moments that I'm talking about. And
I
a
mean,
lot
it
of
didn't
them.
I at C Lane afterwards.
No, I mean,
is it really a stand taken?
He hasn't done it since that, to me, right? So maybe it did stop.
I don't think so. No.
Maybe it did stop whatever was happening there. But I want to talk about the moment you took a stand and you said, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm taking a stand right now. Tell me your story. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or an email, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. We already got some of those coming in. We'll hear from those in just a moment. Also, there was almost I'm going to take a stand moment here, I believe, with Trump this week, which was kind of fun. President Trump was with, was it the Commerce Secretary? Oh, who was he with?
Where they're both wearing the hard hats?
Yeah.
That was so great and uncomfortable.
He was with Jerome Powell, and Trump is like, here's how much this building costs. And Jerome Powell's like, no, shaking his head, no.
He's saying no, and then to the point where he grabs the paper out of Trump's hands.
And starts
shows
looking
him.
at it.
It's like, you just built a whole new building, man.
It was so uncomfortable. It's like, dude.
Also uncomfortable, why does the other, the third, not have a construction helmet?
He did not need one. This man his helmet is his head. That
OSHA has
bald
entered
head.
the chat.
She's going to report him.
So we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit.
Shaking his head no.
So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
All right, stop. This is
so good. It's so
this
good.
is what happens when it's like the end of a show, and Sean says, "We're going to do the final dispatches," and I go,
No.
Stories that didn't make the cut.
Absolutely
No.
What are
Not
you
even
doing?
a little bit. And of course, today I learned that usually is about 10 to 8 pieces.
Usually
Now,
needs to start right now.
no way.
Yeah, this is not happening.
Even
No.
when Sean goes, do we have time for a break? We say no, and he's like, all right, let's keep going.
Here he is. He's just nodding no at this point.
So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
What? I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of that.
It just came out.
Trump goes, it just came out. Trump's got the paper in his pocket.
This came
to
out. Here's
prove
the
it to him.
paper.
Here we go.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
It just came out.
Just came out.
Look at that.
He gives
Let
him
me
the
get
piece
my
of paper.
readers.
3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2.
Yeah, and the guy without the construction hat is like, I've got that as well, Trump. Same numbers. I got the same numbers. Yep. We've got the same numbers. Jerome
Just
Powell.
don't have a construction helmet just in case this whole building comes down. Thank you.
Jerome Powell does not have the same numbers. He's got his readers on now. He's looking at the paper.
This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
He's looking at
You're
it.
including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building is what that is. That's a third building.
Well,
including
no,
the
but
Martin building.
it's a building that's being built.
It was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
Right.
These guys do not like each other.
You just added a third building. Yeah, that was built 5 years ago. No, actually. It's
part of the overall work.
Yeah, of course.
Like passive-aggressive nuclear war.
Now pass to the guy that doesn't have a helmet just in case anything falls down on our heads.
By the way, what's going on here is the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, is the guy on the right. He's the one who's kind of going in the back and forth against Trump. And they have no love for each other.
There was speculation that Trump could call for his job, even though it would be unprecedented.
Yeah. Right. That's what all this
Let me
bad blood
guess.
was about.
He's going to call for his job anyways.
Trump is not going to, as far as he said, but Trump wants him to start cutting interest rates, and he's not doing it because he doesn't think it's a good idea, and they do not get along. Trump appointed him. He was appointed by Trump in his first term, I believe. And so now they just don't like each other. So it's so passive aggressive.
It is, but after this goes viral, you don't think Trump's going to call for his job?
No, he said so far he's had opportunities. He's talked about it. I think he's just trying to kind of get him to do what he wants him to do, which is cut the interest rates.
You just added a fourth building. Jesus Christ.
You could tell they're not happy with each other at this moment in time.
You're not happy.
You're not happy, okay? Do I still have the you're not happy
Nope,
clip?
I knew you were gonna.
Yeah, I do.
You're not happy, man. You're an old fart.
Yeah.
Man.
See? Still got it.
You're an old
Somebody said that literally could pass as a scene straight from The Office, and it totally could.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
It's this building. No, it's not that building. No, it's
You
back
just
and
added
forth.
a whole third building. Well, it's in the plans.
There was a lot of people in chat talking about moments where they said enough is enough, and they've stepped up. We'll get to more of those stories. Funny Book Boy is talking about taking a stand at the movies, so let's hear that story. Here we go.
So whenever The Whale with Brendan Fraser came out a while ago, me and my husband had to go to Atlanta to see it because it wasn't playing near us. And so while we were sitting there watching the movie, there was this woman behind us, and first of all, she was eating her popcorn one piece at a time, brushing her hands off very loudly.
Take a stand.
And then went ahead, got another piece of popcorn, and started eating. Like, it was a lot. Like, it was too much noise for what was going on. And then, next thing you know, she's on her cell phone talking, like, to her friend, like, as she's in her living room at home. And she's talking about how her day is going. Oh, nothing, girl. I'm just at the movies, blah, 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 blah. And I had to turn around because I was trying to enjoy the movie, and it was very distracting. And I said something to her. I said, hey, could you please be quiet? And she just looked at me and said something to the effect of, my daughter's son just died.
Oh.
And so whatever her excuse was, but that was her main excuse. And I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, there you go.
Sean, you remember that excuse? When there was someone that lives close by to me that tried to poison the New Year's Eve party with the exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
And when I said, hey, are you pointing the leaf blower exhaust to the party on New Year's? And he goes, well, my sibling just had a heart attack.
Yes,
I'm sorry, but I didn't know that. And second of all, it's 2 minutes after midnight on New Year's Eve. Thank you.
That's when you double down, you're taking a stand.
Is that me standing up?
I want to hear the rest of his story, though. We should hear him out, right?
No.
I hit pause on him. It's a longer dispatch, but I think we should at least see what happens next. Do you think he punched her? Maybe.
Especially, why are you at a movie theater alone if your daughter's son just died? Shouldn't you be with your daughter? And so there was this back and forth. She started yelling at me. I started yelling at her. My husband got involved. And we just started kind of like shouting at her because, like, ma'am, this is not the place to be if you have a family event going on, let alone be on the phone talking like it's normal conversation. Like, this was like an art house theater, so it was just ridiculous what was going on. So I had to take a stand. And I understand that guy, because if you're in the movie theater, I paid money to be in that theater.
True. The stand was, get off the phone, quit yapping, bitch. I'm trying to watch my movie right now. Sometimes you got to do it. You got to take a stand. We want your stories on doing that. Send yours, record a video or audio dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll have to take a break.
Yeah.
Like, rules
taking a stand on break
around here. I'm never taking a break again. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to more of the tributes pouring in for some of the celebrities that have fallen off. South Park responds to the White House.
Hey,
what's going on here? Let's see what's happening. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Storm season is here, and Florida power outages are no joke. Win a $20,000 battery backup from Solar Source. Enter now at iHeart.com/solar before the next storm hits.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The right lane's blocked westbound on the beach line before State Road 520 due to an accident getting cleared up there. Eastbound lanes are slowing down as well. Move over and slow down if you see crews on the roadways. The off-ramp's partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Florida's Turnpike. Crews are off to the shoulder, northbound and southbound on Florida's Turnpike between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange. Clearing up accidents there as well. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Good news, I-4 drivers. The Darrell Carter Parkway interchange is now open, bringing a new connection to I-4 and helping to ease congestion at nearby interchanges.
You! Let me tell you something.
taking a stand. I mean, I'm literally standing up. Being disruptive to others isn't an excuse to grieve, especially in a place that's supposed to be quiet. But people have excuses for everything. The excuses don't matter. It's all situational. It's like, yeah, somebody died? Okay. Get off the phone. Go have a conversation about them dying. So much of these interactions is like, I'm the center of the universe. I am main character syndrome engaged right now. So you'll deal with whatever I have for you. I wish I knew what movie they were at. I think he said The Whale, which makes it way more funny that as there was a showdown going on, Brendan Fraser was stuffing his gullet with all sorts of food and then, like, you know, vomiting everywhere. Unless you're talking about The Story in New York. It didn't say what movie, I don't think. I don't believe. It says it was a screening. Doesn't say. Oh. No, it just says 8:45, so you could probably look up the movies around that time, but... Sorry I'm being loud, but 9/11. Right. True, Gary. Very true. Have you guys been tuned in to the chatter about Pedro Pascal? I'm assuming you know who the actor Pedro Pascal is from The Last of Us. He's in Fantastic Four this weekend. He's sort of the actor of the moment who Hollywood is just like shoving into any vehicle they can. He's in a lot of things. But there's a lot of viral chatter about like his physical interactions with people and touching and the things that he does and the excuses for why he does it. He has his own set of excuses. We're going to talk about that at some point today too. The me mentality. My family had rubbing in someone's face when they're doing good, jealous when they're doing bad, is why I drew the line in the sand and got away from them. That's why I moved as far away and didn't even tell them where I moved. Whoa! That must have been annoying. There was an Anthony Anderson, Lindsay Lohan interview that popped back up for him being creepy. It's just very touchy. And then one of the things I've heard is like, oh, I have social anxiety, so I touch whoever I'm around because it helps me with my social anxiety. It's like, what, dude? I've seen Pedro Pascal in some of these videos, like grabbing a man's wife by the face. You know what I mean? Like hands on the side of her face, grabbing a man's wife by the face. And the guy's looking at Pedro Pascal like, what the fuck? What are you doing? 2 minutes and we're coming back. My 13-year-old granddaughter loves Pedro, and I think, ew. He's the Hollywood guy of the moment. He has all the Hollywood TM certified opinions. He's trying to be that guy. To me, there's a lot of like weird stuff with him. And at this point, I just think there's evidence stacking up for if something did ever come out about Pedro Pascal, that you'd be like, well, yeah, shit, look at all those videos. It's weird. The Handalorian. Ha! The Handalorian's good. That's like Drew Barrymore practically sitting on her guest laps, too touchy-feely. It's that, but it's also about like each person that does these kind of things has their excuses. Just like the woman in the movie theater, just like everybody else. And then when they throw their excuse at you, it's like, how dare you? Do you even know what? And it's like, So main character syndrome. All right, we're coming back.
The following program will be recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
I think when you had enough, when you had your enough is enough, I'm taking a stand moment against me. The thing C-Lane said when he took a stand against me was dumbass.
Oh,
I think
Courtney,
dumbass.
well done, because
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
Because I think last time we talked to him, we found out it was not just that he called me a dumbass. It was the level of force that he put behind the word. It was like with a hard R.
Okay.
the equivalent of a hard R. Hey, whoa, stand by it. It was putting a stamp on the word and not just saying like, boy, what are you, a dumbass? It was like, hey, dumbass. It was like, whoa, okay. Boy, he's shook up here.
I mean,
he might be fighting in the studio here.
To be fair, this was many years ago.
And you were being a dumbass.
Yeah, second,
With
to
a
be
hard
fair,
R.
were you being, I don't know if hard R is the phrase we want to use, guys.
I like it. Dumbass with a hard R works for me. Would you remember what I was being such a dumbass about? Huh?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
Not you.
Oh, no, anything. You were just being a dumbass.
I don't disagree with you, by the way. I'm sure probably you had every right in that moment to get upset. Sometimes I'm searching for content here and there, and then I was like, focus on you a little too much. You're like, no, enough's enough, okay?
He's caught it.
Time to get nuts. Now, speaking of getting
You think
nuts.
that sounds like Cookie Monster, you're still a dumbass.
You mean Cookie Monster? The audio I just played of legitimately Sesame Street's very own Cookie Monster saying this is content?
This is content.
Thank you, Cookie. Mr. Monster.
And now you
However
wanted
I'm
to get
supposed refer
some nuts, I believe?
I don't know exactly how I was supposed to say his name. I didn't learn anything from yesterday's show.
Oh, okay.
It's prime time here on the show, but I'm still going to do this. A little more rideshare talk, just briefly, if you don't mind, because I like this. I know there were some people yesterday who were like, wait, Uber's going to have a thing where ladies can only have ladies pick them up? Well, what in the world? And usually I'm like, if there's anything dumb like that, I'll say it's dumb when it comes up. But I think any guy who would hear that Uber is allowing women to select women-only drivers and get upset about that is, generally speaking, not a guy who's spent a lot of time with any women. Because if you've ever had a woman that was a major figure in your life, you might be like, oh, no, I get that. Yeah. Like, I don't think every guy's a predator. I think some of this is overblown, some of that's overblown. But at the end of the day, like, just like most guys, no matter where they're at politically, might at the end of the night in a bad neighborhood say, can I offer to walk you to your car or something? Why? Are you walking that woman to her car to protect her from a bunch of other women ninjas out on the streets? Or are you suggesting in that moment that maybe there are some nefarious dudes out there here and there?
Or maybe you're the nefarious dude.
Or maybe if you're operating on a very high level, you might be the nefarious dude yourself. Yes.
I mean, there used to be a bartender back in the day that I would walk to her car all the time because I knew at the end we were going to do some making out.
Oh, nice. Getting some tongue action.
This guy. The new move.
Not that I was nefarious, but I just,
You were probably
She did
nefarious.
sort of get walked by somebody else after a minute, right?
The first time. Lyft has stepped up. All right. And I like
Lyft's
this.
been doing this.
Tell me if you have used this or if you like this or what you think. But Lyft is now letting men, women, whoever you are, they're allowing you to either favorite or block drivers if you have a good or bad experience with them.
This is actually it's a good move because when you right now that there's not an option for this, I think from what I understand, unless they've changed it, if you're an Uber rider and a driver never wants you in their car again, they have to give you a 1-star rating.
Oh, yeah?
So
there's no other recourse.
Yeah, there's no recourse to never see that person again without totally bombing their rating score.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So this makes sense as a feature. Yeah, I'm with you. That seems like a smart idea to have that. Kevin says, I would never get in a woman-owned Uber. Girls can't drive.
Nice, man. Cool.
He wants to block them based on that alone.
Do another joke.
But favorite or blocking your rideshare driver is just good algorithm signals. That sounds like a smart thing. I don't think too many people should be against this, and I honestly don't think many people are.
I would be curious, like, if a driver was blocked by enough people, is that going to affect their rating or their employment, or is
Should
it
it?
just it does if you give them enough bad ratings. Like if a driver gets enough 1-star ratings, then they either get suspended or something happens to them. So the block thing, if you have a lot of blocks, it sounds like you're problematic.
Isn't this what makes ride sharing better than riding in a taxi? Because you've improved the system by giving user feedback a little bit of weight. And now, like, the idea of a stinky, snarling New York City taxi cab driver is replaced by, hopefully, somebody who's like, hey, in the back seat, you'll notice there are bottles of water and tiny little snacks and
also
whatever
can I
they
see
want to
one
do.
of your boobs?
And, well, if they give you good enough snacks back there, it's the least you could do. Many people are chiming in and saying, here's the moment where I said, I'm taking a stand. And I want to hear those stories, so we shall get into a couple of them. Here is Dumpin' Dumpsters joining the show. Let's listen in here. Hello. Uh-oh. Hang on. Small problem with your dispatch. Don't worry. No. We'll remedy. Give me a second here. But you could join the show
Did he
momentarily.
take a stand against people not tying their bags?
Well, so much so that he completely blocked me out of the system.
Wow. Dumping dumpsters. That's rude.
I know. What am I going to do about this? Sean Hardest Hit. You can email the show in the meantime, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. But my Wi-Fi decided to take a bath there, and now we go to Dumpin' Dumpsters.
I don't know if it's qualified, but I was in a marriage for 10 years back in the 90s.
Okay.
Alcohol abuse, bipolar medication, back to alcohol abuse, just chaos. I was trying to help her raise her 3 kids, who I love dearly, and just 10 years, just nothing but chaos. And I came home one day, this was 1999, I saw a Blockbuster video on the living room floor. I said, I'm going to take this back to Blockbuster. I got in my car. I took the movie back to Blockbuster. This is when I lived in Orlando.
Okay.
I went to 95, took a right, and didn't stop till I got to Miami. And that car had no radio in it at all. The radio didn't work. That was the most blissful silence in my life. And nobody on the planet knew where I was at for at least 2 or 3 days. But, yeah, couldn't take it anymore.
I've never heard that side of the story from the person who was missing for 2 or 3 days and it being so blissful. Usually it's like the family going, we didn't hear from him for 4 days, and it was the scariest time in our lives. And over here's Dumb and Dumpster's like,
cut to him on the beach with a Corona, puffing on a cigarette. Like, greatest days of my life, friend. Everybody has their moment, and that's what we want to hear from you today. The I'm taking a stand moment. I got to do something about this. Crispy Bacon is up next.
Afternoon, News Junkies.
Hey,
Sean, we're out by the beach a couple of years ago over in the Daytona area, and probably about 10 feet away from us, there was this family, and they kept on feeding the seagulls that fly around.
Oh, yeah.
And they kept on throwing food out all over the place next to other people, and even in the area where cars are driving by. I go, hey, guys, they're not going to go away. You guys keep doing this. So they just ignored us and kept going. So right before we left, we tossed a whole bunch of food right over by them, and the seagulls just annoyed the crap out of them.
Yes.
So like, see how you like it?
I like that.
Take a stand.
Everybody's got their take a stand moment. We want to hear yours. Either send a dispatch or email us tips@thenewsjunkie.com.
For some reason, rather, this feels like a twisted version of the Starbucks pay it forward thing.
Sure.
Where they got a bunch of seagulls by them, and then the people that showed up at the beach later, they put the food by them, and then there's just like a vicious cycle of seagulls and random strangers with food and seagulls around them.
The tough part about it is sometimes you need to teach people a lesson. But the bad part about that lesson teaching is that oftentimes the people who you need to teach a lesson to are too dumb to ever learn from it. That is where the true problem arises in these scenarios, I think. South Park fires back at the website. So if you're the White House, I should say. If you're not paying attention, here's how it went. South Park launches their first episode on Paramount and goes nuclear on Trump, disproving the entire theory that Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart and other supporters had about what you could or couldn't do over there. And South Park goes full force nuclear, targeting Trump, and AI video of him, like realistically showing him in genitalia and everything you could possibly think of, right? And then the White House, not Trump personally, but one of the White House staff had responded saying, this show hasn't been relevant for over 20 years and is hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas and a desperate attempt for attention.
And then most people commented that thread is $1.5 billion thick.
Right. But President Trump has delivered on more promises in just 6 months than any other president in our country's history. And no fourth-rate show can derail President Trump's hot streak. So Trump didn't respond, but the White House did respond. And now South Park is firing back. And they made a video, I guess. I don't have the video in front of me, but their statement is this: we're terribly sorry.
Yeah, this was over at the SDCC.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep, and I'll find the video for you, but a lot of people are saying that it was snark. Call it crazy.
We're terribly sorry, he said, which was him not being actually terribly sorry. Thus the point. All right, we want to hear from you, though. What's going on in your world? Let us know. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Very easy for you to join us on the show. And now's the time to make your move and record a dispatch, video or audio, over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break, friends. We'll be back in a second. Before too long, we'll get you set up for the next episode. After that, he ain't going to forget it today. He is not forgetting it today. After that, the segment you've been waiting for.
Oh, you forgot the name.
Week in Florida is coming up soon. And I got to tell you, Celine, you better hope this week in Florida happens soon, because people keep sending me this story that you've tried to keep me away from. People continue. They're like, okay, you got to do this. You got it. There's a story that's hot this week on the Florida front. And
it gives so much.
Yeah. And so we'll see. We'll experience that. That's coming up.
I'm going to screw it up, guys. I'm going to screw the pooch.
We got a lot on the way.
Get your pooches away.
On the News Junkie.
Screw it up.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. It's like a live podcast that happens every afternoon on your radio. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic starting to get by on the Beach Line eastbound approaching State Road 520. The left lane's only blocked. Keep an eye out for emergency crews on the roadways off to the shoulder on the turnpike. You're going to see crews clearing up an accident. Southbound just past that Hancock Road exit there. Northbound lanes are slowing down as well. The roadways are getting busy this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union. Financial freedom happens here. Fairwinds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, protect your home with hurricane impact windows from my friends at Reese Windows and Doors. They're the experts. They've been installing windows all over Florida for more than 50 years, and they can get the job done in less than 8 weeks. And right now, you buy 2 windows, you get 1 free. Installation is included. What better time than now to make sure your home is protected? Impact windows are affordable, and they're energy efficient, and they come with a double lifetime warranty that sticks with that house even if you sell it. So get a free quote today and register to win free windows, $15,000 in free windows to be exact. How do you do that? You pick up your phone and you text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Summertime is here, oh, Hoagie Fest, here I come. Hoagie Fest, Hoagie Fest, yeah, Wawa's got the hoagies, and I'm gonna get me some. Hoagie Fest, Hoagie Fest.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here, and it's the summer of sandwiches. We're mixing it up with hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under. Savor a summer of savings.
Hoagie Fest, here I come.
Gotta have a Wawa.
Hey folks, Jack here telling you now is the time to go solar and go to solarsource.com. That's because the 30% federal solar tax credit is in jeopardy of expiring at the end of this year. But now is the time to act to save 30% off solar. Go to solarsource.com and start the process and get your order in before August 31st to claim your 2025 tax credit and save up to 30%. Slash your energy bills and beat rising utility rates. Go to solarsource.com today and tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia, where Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands off MSRP. Make your summer extra hot in a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease it for just $119 a month, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, and zero security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Kia. Click or visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants, DK flight includes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 daily, and $249.50 dump fee. Expires 8/15/25.
Candy Energy Drink. The official drink of the summer is here. 3 delicious flavors: original, sugar-free, and sugar-free cotton candy. Get yours at iCandyEnergyDrink.com. iCandy Energy Drink.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
This is Monster Jam. Get ready for massive stunts, crazy skills, featuring Grave Digger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Big time fun for the whole family. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Kia Center August 2nd and 3rd. Brought to you by BKT Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Summertime is here, oh, Hoagie Fest, here I come. Hoagie Fest, Hoagie Fest. Yeah, Wawa's got the hoagies, and I'm gonna get me some. Hoagie Fest, Hoagie Fest.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here, and it's the summer of sandwiches. We're mixing it up with hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under. Savor a summer of savings.
Hoagie Fest, here I come.
Gotta have a Wawa.
I can't think about my Uncle Chris without thinking about the craziest night of my life. The Uncle Chris podcast tells the story of my Uncle Chris, a real character, a garbage truck driver from South Carolina who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Just arrest people. Just when people do things like this, just arrest them, and we end up with a problem solved. I'll explain what's happening at this one particular neighborhood in Fort Pierce, but it's one of those things that would have you just losing your mind if you live there. And this is from WPTV. They say residents in Fort Pierce are expressing growing concern over 2 aggressive dogs. We've all dealt with this at some point in time. Some dogs in the neighborhood or something where the owners of the dogs are just letting them freely roam the area. They're not on any leashes. Nobody's watching them. Neighbors reach out for help. They try to call the cops. They try to call whoever they can. Nothing happens. They call animal control. Nothing happens. And then finally, they just get frustrated and go to the news. And somehow local officials will tell them, well, we got to wait until the dog does something wrong. Well, it's like, but it's aggressive. It's encountering me and getting very scary. And Debbie Fitzgerald, one of the people in this neighborhood, she says she's had a fear of the 2 dogs, a German Shepherd and a Pit Bull, each time she leaves her home. This has been going on forever. They're very aggressive, and they get aggressive very quickly. And she said the dogs killed her cat at some point in time recently. It was just devastating. And the dogs reside on Palomar Street, just blocks away, yet are frequently let loose. Other residents have also voiced their fears, with one neighbor sharing video footage of the dog jumping a fence into her yard. They'll chase you. They're vicious. Despite several reports, nobody is doing anything about this. How's this for infuriating? Investigations revealed that animal control has issued 21 citations to the dog's owners. 21 citations to the dog's owners.
After, the 8th, or dare I say the 11th, do these citations mean anything? Is it fines? Is it after this 21st warning, we're going to do something about it, or they just citation and move forward with their day?
It seems like a demerit. It seems like you have been issued a demerit.
When I was in school, if you got a certain amount of demerits, you'd be suspended or expelled.
Not here, though. No.
Oh, okay.
No, this doesn't work like that, I guess. 21 citations to the dog's owner since June of 2024. That's a year. 21 citations. Why don't we arrest the person? Like, we just let them terrorize their whole neighborhood? I got a story on this from WPTV. Let me see. Hang on just a second.
Commercial building.
We'll see what they say about this when the story comes around. But there's all the people in the neighborhood gathering together to be like, what are we going to do? And all they could do was go to WPTV, the local news channel. That's how they were going to get help in the middle of this, because the cops and animal control couldn't do anything. There's got to be a law. Like, you have to keep your animals secured, and if your animals are terrorizing the neighborhood,
is there a way to
lose
lose the animal?
I don't know. Let's see what they say
The
here.
longest roofing commercial ever seen.
More than a year. This has to stop. Debbie Fitzgerald.
This has been going on forever.
Has lived in fear, worrying every time she walks out her door, she might run into these two dogs.
They're very aggressive, very quick.
Fitzgerald says the German Shepherd and Pit Bull have approached her in her own yard, and she's not alone.
They were growling at me, so I ran in my utility room.
And so when you saw them, did they kind of mean mug you or growl at you guys? What did they do to you?
It was, you could tell by body language. I had to hurry up and go in the house, grab my dogs.
Earlier this month, Fitzgerald says the two dogs killed her cat.
Oh, no, her little cat is on the security footage here. It shows her cat. And they said the dogs killed her cat, so, like, something has gone wrong.
It's devastating. Her side had been ripped open.
Oh, my
God.
God.
The dogs.
Fitzgerald says the dogs live 2 blocks away on Palomar Street in Fort Pierce, but are frequently let loose.
Throw them in jail.
During the day, they will come at night.
The dogs are intimidating. The people are intimidating.
This neighbor did not want to show her face for safety reasons, but shared this video showing the dogs jumping a fence into her yard.
Damn, the dogs climb the fence.
Holy hell, that is crazy looking.
It's like a, what would you say, 6-foot fence, 7-foot fence maybe, or 6 foot maybe? And the dogs are climbing over the fence. I think there might be a table up against it.
Yeah, that definitely made it a little easier on them.
And there's a chair over here. It's as if they want their dogs to climb over the fence. They literally have things against the fence that are helping the dogs out to climb over it to terrorize the neighborhood. Arrest these losers. Arrest these morons. Why are we not doing this? Why do we let losers terrorize neighborhoods like this and just go like, there's nothing we can do? Arrest them.
They'll chase you in your yard. They're vicious.
Neighbors say animal control's advice to them:
take matters in your own hands. Animal control.
Blast them.
9/11 has told me if they're on my property, do what I got to do.
I'm sorry, what?
She spoke directly with 9/11.
I'm sorry, what?
She got him on the phone. 9/11 said, here's what you can do here.
I thought she was referring to the terrorist attack.
It sounded like it. Yeah, it sounded like that's what she was going for.
Before the 9/11, I heard my dad refer to 911 as 9/11 a couple times, and I always thought that was weird. It's always 911. But some people used to say that.
Yeah.
And now they don't as much because of, the other thing.
It hasn't dated
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, there's another thing.
Issued to the dog's owner since last June. The violations: failing to restrain animals.
21 violations.
The most recent offense, July 18th, the day after Fitzgerald says the dogs mauled her cat. I asked St. Lucie County why the dogs have not been confiscated. A spokesperson tells me animal safety staff doesn't have the legal authority to confiscate animals without direct evidence of abuse or neglect. I went to the owner.
Yeah, let me give you the direct evidence of abuse or neglect. I'll take the latter, neglect. You are neglecting your animals if they are escaping your yard and wandering around and threatening and bothering everybody else who is on their own private property. That is neglecting your animal. Grab them. If we don't have the right law for this, make it a damn federal law, because it's an annoying, obnoxious thing that too many people have to deal with. You should not be able to legally be this bad of a pet owner, in my opinion.
But no one answered.
You guys are my last resort to get some justice.
Fitzgerald says she turned to WPTV because she feels her calls for help have been ignored.
I've texted animal control about 14 times. I've called 911 probably 4 or 5 times to no avail.
She is now sounding the alarm.
Going to stop pushing.
Even louder.
My fear is somebody's going to have to die, or it's more than one person or animals.
That is the fear. That is the fear. Because it's like some lunatic on the loose, some nut job hobo who's wandering around screaming about angry things, and they go, well, we can't do anything until he kills somebody. We got to wait and see what happens. What do you think you should do here? What do you do if you're a neighborhood, or in this neighborhood? If you are a neighbor, I should say. Let us know. Send a video or audio dispatch. Record your thoughts on that right now at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. We'll get into some of your feedback momentarily, but right now, let's get geared up for it. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Harry Styles wants you to please yourself using his trademark new product. But this time, we have a true non-sexual pleasure that is a brand new Air Bud movie in the works. South Park creators made their first public comment over the controversial season 27 premiere, and they also admit just a little lie. Saying just a little lie to Paramount. Plus, let's wrap up the week in Grim Reaper Palooza with some final tidbits and updates on all of the celeb deaths. That and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell Angel is listening to tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Happy Friday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And today will feature a few more showers and storms, only about a 30 to 40% chance throughout this afternoon. Otherwise, temperatures will be heating back up a couple of degrees above normal for this time of year, with a high of around 94 degrees in Orlando. Some of the hottest temperatures of the summer will arrive this weekend and into our Monday, with highs approaching the upper 90s, a high of 98 degrees on Monday, feeling closer, though, to around 108 to 110. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less. It's $17.50 admission, now through the end of July. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Yes, it's true that most injury attorneys don't cost you a dime unless they get you money for your injuries. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. It pains me to hear people still don't know that you don't have to pay me up front. Never deal with the insurance companies alone. They have a team of lawyers, and you should have a team too. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Hey, folks. This is Skull Mike, behind the scenes on the show. We are back with the next episode in about, 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes, honestly. If I'm being real with you. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had an enjoyable week. I would be so infuriated if I was in that neighborhood and these people just operate like this. Like, well, they're dogs. Dogs do what dogs do. We're getting a citation like a week, basically, but no problem. I wouldn't want to shoot the dog. I'd want to shoot the owner. You know what I mean? After the next episode, we will do This Week in Florida. We'll see what this story is that people have been sending nonstop to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It is a good one, I have to say. Hey, Tanya. I wonder if the citation comes with a fine. I don't know. It might not have any teeth to it at all. It might just be like, here's a piece of paper. Your dogs, 2 dogs that potentially could be deadly, a German Shepherd and a Pit Bull, are wandering the neighborhood. Please stop. Thank you. No. All right, we're coming back. It's time for the next episode. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Kyle at blindster.com. We sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed.
Here we go.
Prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at blindster.com.
You've got apps for everything. Music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. We'd love to hear from you. Lots of people are chiming in, giving their feedback, and you can give yours as well. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put that up on top. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see. Before we do the next episode, let's work in one dispatch real quick and get some of your comments in. Here is, we'll go over to Swilly talking about the music programs based on our opening clip today with the whole school playing along to the Ozzy Osbourne song, which was nice.
Hey, everybody. Happy today. So I grew up a music kid. I played violin since I was about 7 or 8 years old. And when I was in high school, the music program that we had was absolutely incredible. There was a 0-hour jazz band. There was a marching band. There was a chamber orchestra and a symphony orchestra. And we were under the direction of Mark Nelson and Mark Sunderland, who, dream team for inspiring young people to explore the history of music, the evolution of music, but they also let us have a little bit of fun. When I was a senior,
imagine that.
The symphony orchestra actually got to go to Chicago to compete at the Midwest Music Conference, and we played everything from Richard Wagner's Tannhäuser Overture to I think it was Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas.
See, rock music. People were taking issue because the little kids were playing an Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath song, and they're like, the kids shouldn't do this. Kids shouldn't do this. Not good for rock and roll, not good for the kids. It's like, let them play some fun songs along the way. That makes it more exciting. That helps them learn. And that stops them from doing bad things if they're occupied. Their time is occupied, at least, with something less violent.
That Midwest thing is a pretty prestigious thing for a school to participate in.
Oh, you've heard of that before?
Oh, yeah. We were supposed to do it in my high school, and some stuff fell through. We went to a different one in Indianapolis that was also pretty big.
Damn. All right, here we go. It's time. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Ma'am, I'm going to need your attention.
Sean.
What?
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up is right. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Tune in every single weekend. Get your questions answered live on the air. Because Don and his crew, they're pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business, explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. And if you're ready to get the party started, go to the website, ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Very easy to compare your quote or get in touch with that Mortgage Guy Don. Get all your questions answered because he's looking out for you. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was a mere 35 years ago, 1990. A comedian by the name of Roseanne Barr.
Oh, I've heard of her before.
She sparked some controversy. Recently has sparked controversy, but nothing like this on this day in 1990. When she sang her off-key rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner in San Diego.
She rushed the hell out of that thing.
And I skipped to the end real quick. And then she grabbed her crotch and spit.
You know what I never thought about? There's a lot of people cheering. Like, there was definitely boos.
Amount, but it's, I think, a little overcome by the booing.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting booed. She's absolutely getting booed. But there's, like, a lot of people who were like, hell yeah!
Also at the time, President Bush called the performance, and I quote, disgusting.
Oh,
End
come
quote.
on, Bush.
Proud to be an American. Someone who is not an American or on Earth anymore. Some weird details coming out, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but worth chatting about at this point, perhaps expanding later, or maybe it's none of our business. But they're saying an air ambulance that was called to Ozzy Osbourne's house tried to save him on the day he died, and apparently battled for 2 hours to save him.
Jesus.
When the announcement was made that he had passed away, it was like, surrounded by family and died peacefully. Was it not?
Uh-huh.
So why are we getting information that they tried to save him for 2 hours? That doesn't sound like surrounded by family and died peacefully.
No, all I know is I saw the person in his neighborhood that was filming when all those emergency vehicles were there. And it's like, dude, what is going on with you?
Yeah, they shared when he died, surrounded by love at the time of the passing, but it has been confirmed that the Thames Valley Air Ambulance was called to his residence to try and save the singer. It landed in on a field close to the house around 10:30 a.m., and reports from the Standard claim the paramedics battled for 2 hours to try and save the music icon, but were unable to do so.
Damn.
So, no stars.
Oh, that was Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, I'm sorry. I was crossing wires with Hulk Hogan because it's been a weird week.
Oh, yeah. No, that was Ozzy. And then just a little more on the Ozzy crazy train. See what I did there, maybe? Ozzy Osbourne revealed that he gave up taking acid in the 70s after a trip left him chatting with a horse for 1 hour.
Nice. It happens.
So he was able to chat with a horse for 1 hour, but it took 2 hours for them to not save him, which is a little sad. Other funny Ozzyisms coming out. The Rolling Stone put together a list of said Ozzyisms, and these are the most memorable quotes from Ozzy. C-Lane, if you could help me out with the translation The thing about life that gets me crazy is that by the time you learn it all, it's too late to deal with it. It should be the other way around. We should be born with all of this sense and knowledge and then get stupider as we get older. Now, if you could do it in Ozzy's voice.
That's a long quote. I don't get to remember that whole thing. The thing about life is that get stupider, older. I got nothing.
Yeah, that was great. That's exactly what I was looking for. Second quote, Viagra is great sleeping drug. I take Viagra and Sharon goes right to sleep.
Viagra is great sleeping drug. I take Viagra and Sharon goes to sleep.
That was good. And finally, Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols once said to me, I hated the Beatles. To me, that's like saying you hate air.
I said I hate the Beatles. It's saying I hate air.
Oh, that was good. That was actually too good. So rest in peace to Ozzy.
See, you're like my mumbling one.
I'd rather not understand what you're saying.
Got it. All right.
But we can't understand what the creators of this be
South
saying.
Park.
Mentioned earlier in the show or this week, depending on when you're listening, but Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they were at the San Diego Comic-Con, and they did first public comments when it came to that premiere episode that ripped Donald Trump and his naked AI body apart.
Mm-hmm.
They said snarkily, they're terribly sorry. And later in the panel, according to these reports, the pair revealed that the promotional material that they made and sent over to Paramount Plus that paid him $1.something billion was completely made up, and they never planned to use it.
So, like the stuff that they signed off on?
Yeah, they say...
Isn't that an admission of, like, fraud?
I don't know. That's why I find it to be so interesting. Like, they said, at Johnny Tucello's apologies for adding you like this, but this is a follow-up to the promo speculation in that it was all for the promo. The shows weren't made beforehand. And that came from, I guess, one of the panel members, or at least the creators themselves. Sean's still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The left's hypocrisy, that's what we heard from the White House, truly has no end. For years, they have come after South Park for what they labeled as offense, but suddenly they are praising the show. So we'll see how the rest of the season comes along.
I watched the episode last night. Was it
funny?
There were some good moments. I think Cartman's arc was pretty funny. That now all of the things he used to say that were offensive are okay, and he was upset by that. So he doesn't like the death of woke because he liked to be able to make fun of people.
There you have it.
I was all over the place. I see like right-leaning stuff saying the new South Park is holy ass levels of funny, 10 out of 10. And then people who seem to be happy about it. And then there was somebody said that they hated it. By far the worst South Park episode I've seen. And I started watching the show in season 2. I didn't laugh a single time.
I mean,
it's obvious that Matt and Trey's hatred for Trump is greater than their desire to continue the show. Ratings are going to tank from that garbage.
I mean,
I thought it was funny.
But the deal is already done, is it not?
Oh,
like if
yeah,
ratings
please.
tank, can they take it away?
No, they're doing just fine.
I feel like we're finding, dare I say, a bipartisan animation that makes fun of both sides.
Yes, I think so. I think South Park has historically been that,
Mm-hmm.
which is why they're not going to have a problem with it.
Nice to Canada at all. Someone who cannot see any of the South Parks is this rapper right here.
Rick Ross? Oh, no. Oh.
It rhymes. No, it sounds
Red.
like Gorilla.
Oh, Glowzilla.
No.
Glowzilla.
Glorilla is correct.
Yeah.
And Glorilla done be caught. Another case in Georgia. And this time the charges are pretty serious. According to jail records over this past week, the rapper was arrested and booked in Georgia. And what landed her back in police custody, you ask?
What landed her back in police custody?
Glow was charged with possession of a Schedule I controlled substance, possession of marijuana over 1 ounce, both considered felony offenses in Georgia, and that means yikes in layman's terms.
I had heard in a story, I say that, I saw so many headlines yesterday, I didn't click any of them.
I saw some body cam footage, but now I can't find it.
The one that I saw said she had people break into her house and reported it, and then when the cops came, they arrested her.
Oh.
Seems a little messed up, but something must be missing there.
And I need to verify, but I did see some footage that she was with like Lotto.
Hey, Lotto. Okay, yeah, that lady. Yeah,
and
big D energy.
And Full said, "Do you know who I am?" to the cop, and they're like, "No, I'm a rapper. What's your rapper name?" Glorilla. Okay, and then said to the passenger, "What's your rapper name?" I'm Lotto. And cop had no idea who they were.
Cop's like,
What you know about me? Nothing at all. Hulk Hogan once something we didn't know about him.
The cop tried to spell Glorilla in the police report.
Is that with GL and then, but it's a lowercase O and then you start with an uppercase R to fill out the thing. Do you know Hulk Hogan once was a guest on Dolly Parton's short-lived variety sketch show?
Really?
Hulk was playing a wrestler named Starlight Starbright. And Dolly sang a song to him called He's Got a Headlock on My Heart.
Oh,
and
my.
that was something that I just sent to you, Sean, so.
I got it here.
You
want me to
just
play
show
this?
the good people. Also,
Look at Dolly Parton. She looks so young. This is 1987.
Also, her hair is giant.
It's a lot. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all, it's me, Dolly Parton. I'm so close to this person that
Wish I could play it for you. Cannot right now.
Zero audio.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my bad.
No, I don't know that it's you. I'm having another issue.
So I'll just make it up for you. He's got a headlock in my heart. His name is Hulk Hogan, but tonight we'll call him Starlight, Starbright. I'm Dolly Parton.
That sounds just like Dolly Parton.
Thank you. So rest in peace to that, or rest after getting yourself a good climax.
Can I try again?
Leave. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No.
If me and Hulk really wind up getting married, watch this video.
There's Hulk Hogan. Oh, she's a fan.
Look at him. Oh. It's a lot of slow motion wrestling.
First time that I saw.
Oh, she seems like she's really into him back in the day here.
Also, that stop just now.
Yeah, she's the face she's making.
You can make that face too with Harry Styles' new brand of sex toys. Pleasing yourself. First products in the line of double-sided vibrators and lubes. Thanks, Harry. On the Boob Tube, just want you to enjoy your weekend. Follow your dreams. Send me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. But most importantly, say it with me, brother.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we return, it's happening, friends. And it's about time because I think I've probably been sent this story about 10 times. And I was about to say it yesterday, and Celine goes, no. Because he wanted it for This Week in Florida.
I did not say no. I just.
There was one no.
I have to tell you, Courtney almost never after the show is like, why didn't you do this? She never says that. She's like, oh, okay, what do you think about the show today? What did you think about the show today? And yesterday she goes, why didn't you do this story, insert story here? And I go, everybody's saying this, but it's a perfect fit for This Week in Florida.
All I said was son of a bitch because I saw you pull up the story and then you went, okay, I'll leave it.
He said, dumbass. And
I didn't call you a dumbass that time.
Here we go. He's taking a stand.
I'm excited to see this story.
He's taking a stand. We'll see what happens This Week in Florida. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
The off-ramp's blocked from State Road 408 eastbound to Dean Road. There's a crash on State Road 408 westbound before Orange Avenue. Blocking the right lane there. Crews are off to the shoulder on the Turnpike southbound just past that Hancock Road exit there, clearing up an accident. The left shoulder's blocked on the Beach Line westbound approaching State Road 520. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid.
Hey! Great news, my friends. That mortgage guy, Don, offers HELOCs. That's right, home equity lines of credit. A way to unlock your equity while keeping your 2, 3, or 4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out.
This Week in Florida, coming up momentarily on the show. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Florida, heat. And unlike the corner banks, that mortgage guy, Don, has HELOC options as low as a 6.
Hang on, write the segment in for Weekend Edition, I think.
And get peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguy.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguy.com.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with our third and final night of the Real Radio Comedy Mount Dora Summer Night Series, Saturday, August 23rd, when Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkie takes the stage. Get the details at realradio.fm/comedy.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're in
One.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay. When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time.
1, 2, 3 segments left for weekends. Folks, you can listen to the show, Weekend Edition, the News Junkie Weekend Edition, Saturdays and Sundays on your favorite stations across this country of ours. Chat dead? It's just YouTube? Probably just slowing down during the next episode. The next episode, chat low. You guys don't post much during the next episode. Weekend Edition, Beha. Yes, Weekend Edition is the name of a syndicated show we've done for 10 years or something on FM and AM stations in the southeastern, well, around the country. There's a whole bunch of affiliates for it. It's a weekly best of, yeah. Basically, time out, 3 types of segments. Well, we have an FM version and an AM version, and we piece it together from stuff that we do throughout the week. Yes. Is it live on weekends? No, for God's sake. I have to have at least some time to take to myself. No. Although, I am going to put down the Sean Watson guarantee on something. All right? Right now, we are at, on YouTube, 26,402 subs on YouTube. It's like pulling teeth. When we get to 27,000 subs on YouTube, I will do an after show stream. A big one. The biggest ass ever. A 2-hour special we'll do. An after show stream. When we get to 27,000 subs on YouTube, which is less than 600 away. So you guys can unlock that whenever you want. Sorry. Work gets in the way. All right. 2.5 minutes and we are back live on the show. Love a huge giant ass. Well, I hope so. All Day Yuckers, welcome back. Great job on the distribution of honey buns in prison, but it's good to have you back out of the jail. Sean, you need to go to 7 days a week of shows. Hey, here's what I'll tell you. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll be here for you for 4 hours. All right? We'll hang out all the time. On Saturday, fire up secret shows. Okay? And you can check that out. There's one dropping today, in fact, about 5 p.m. But you can wait till Saturday if you want. On Sunday, you can listen to Weekend Edition somewhere if you can find a station that it's on. That's enough. Okay? I'm dying over here. It should only be for YouTube subs because Twitch is no good. Well, it's. Oh, you mean only stream for YouTube subs? Oh, I don't want to do that necessarily. No, I'll stream to YouTube and Twitch if we can get to 27,000. All right. When are we doing a Discord town hall? Very soon. Probably at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. It's time for a Discord town hall. Who got gifted my secret show? Tanya, you should get an email when somebody grabs it. Isn't Weekend Edition at like 8 a.m. or something? It depends on what station you're talking about. Okay, we're coming back. It's time for This Week in Florida. It's not the end of the month yet. Still a whole week. Don't get ahead of yourself. All right, folks. Locked and loaded.
Today with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply call 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the...
The much-awaited story is allegedly on the way. I don't want to hype it up too much. A lot of people freaking
It's already
out.
been pretty hyped, Sean.
No, I don't think so. I think people are going to have a good time. I really do. Can I share something with you very quickly before we do This Week in Florida?
100%. Let's do it.
Okay. I want to share
Does your audio work now?
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, there's a tiny little glitch in the matrix, if you will. But
happens when they change something.
You guys know what CNN is, obviously. You know, in the world of news, they do their thing. You also know who the Savannah Bananas are, right?
Yeah.
Party and baseball team. The Savannah Bananas are a good time. And here's the thing. The Savannah Bananas went on CNN, and they were like, show the people what you could do. Let's show them what you could do. Here's how it went. Let's watch this. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
He tried
One more
to do
time, please.
He tried to do a flip live on CNN, and he smashed his face. Watch.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Now what?
I think the guy said, it happens. Somebody said,
Not the first or last. Savannah Bananas. Get your tickets.
Oh!
That is rough.
That, what you just saw there, is a brand new twist on America's favorite pastime.
No, it's not.
Is it? Brand new twist. Instead of landing it, fall on your face. America.
The old twist was nailing the backflip.
Why would you do that?
Oh, that's something.
All right, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And people are protesting, Sean. Sabrina, people are mad.
What happened?
Because they are lined up around, I think, the future site. I don't think they've started building yet, but I don't actually know what the progress is of a place called Camp Blanding. But for the uninitiated, Camp Blanding is the real name of Alligator Alcatraz 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, okay.
Hundreds of people gathered Saturday afternoon to push back against Ron DeSantis' plan to build a second immigration detention center in the state. Said he was considering standing up a facility at a Florida National Guard training center known as Camp Blanding, 30 miles southwest of Jacksonville in northeast Florida.
I thought the first one was really big. We need a second one? I mean, I know there was talk about this.
He wants to go detention center crazy. Yeah. There was talk about a third one, too.
What? I see the protesters out here on the street. I don't know. Like, the crossover on the protesters is weird because there's a Palestinian flag being flown here. I don't understand why that necessarily is.
I feel like as of late, any protest still has one person at least that has
it's
the
only
Palestinian
one
flag.
It's one here in the back. It says, "We need FEMA." Ron DeSantis, we are watching. Yeah, I see him here.
We don't see the Ukraine flags as much as anymore. I think people are not as tuned in to that one. Clay County Sheriff Michelle Cook said in a Facebook she estimated, I don't know if I estimate from this picture, but 700 people attended the protest.
There must be other people in the opposite direction.
Some were seen holding up signs reading ICE equals racism in a uniform. We need FEMA, not death camps. No to deportations. And Ron DeSantis, we are watching.
Death camps?
Huh? Oh, yeah, FEMA, not death camps.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are calling it alligator Auschwitz. So the death camp thing.
Real aggressive lingo there.
Are our tax dollars going to this, though?
Funny you should ask.
For these facilities? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
100%. Not only are your tax dollars funding these facilities, but anybody, they don't have to go through the normal channels of finding contractors and construction companies to build them because we're still under a state of emergency in regards to immigration. Now, states of emergency are usually 60 days long, and they are for hurricanes, natural disasters, flooding, stuff like that. But this one about immigration, Ron DeSantis has the option of renewing every 60 days, and he has done that every 60 days since 2023. And the state of emergency allows you to get around such things as like the normal like avenues you would go down to fund things. So it looks like in an article from the Orlando Sentinel written by Jeffrey Schweers that a lot of those contracts have been going to DeSantis-friendly companies, which is not very surprising at all. But
it's so strange to me, the mishmash of people at these kind of protests, not just the Palestinian flag. There's another sign that says something about billionaires and we need socialism. Now, these people are on message. No to deportations. They put it on a second line. Some of the people were off message, but I do see them. I don't know if there's 700, though.
I don't know about 700, but, some of the people that like to go to protest, they have a lot of signs in the back, and they grab them and they go, all right, we've gotten that message across. Now let's grab the other sign to make sure, maybe these people want to come to our next protest about Palestine or insert whatever we're protesting in the blank.
Yeah.
But over to Tampa, because there's a couple that's dealing with some things that there was another person we talked about a couple weeks ago that was getting a lot of boxes sent to her house that were Amazon returns.
Yeah.
And in Tampa, there's a Riverview couple, and they had an idea that they were going to do a little side hustle. They were going to have an Amazon store. They were just third-party seller business. They distributed some books, some household products, and they thought it would be fun, but it wasn't. They didn't have a good time, and so they decided to shut it down last year, thinking that would be easy. We just hit the off button, and we're good to go. Instead, thousands of bottles of soap have shown up at their front door day after day.
What kind of soap?
So annoying.
It says they're now receiving massive unwanted shipments, some weighing 500 pounds of dishwashing soap at their home. Rose and Louis Bostick shared that the Amazon would not stop the deliveries despite their pleas for the company to investigate and realize there was some kind of mistake. Louis Bostick says, pallets after pallets, I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, we've never sent this much of anything. Even when they were like a tiny store, they never moved that much product. And now they have a supermarket's worth of soap. So if you are in need of some dishwashing soap and you live in the Riverview area, probably pretty easy to come by. They said initially Amazon said it would return the items in its inventory and close the account. The dish soap was never in their inventory. They had no more than 50 bottles of dish soap, not thousands. Some boxes contain 1 bottle. Other boxes contain 50 bottles, which is a common complaint I hear from people about Amazon, where you get a really big box with a lot of stuffy paper to get something that could have gone in a much smaller box.
Florida, baby.
And now, on to my favorite DUI of the week.
Favorite DUI of the week.
Because we've had a lawnmower DUI so many times, and I think, like, if you're on your own property, drunk on a lawnmower,
I'm just trying to give him a grass cut, man.
I think you shouldn't be arrested unless you hurt somebody. You know, it's a stupid thing to do, maybe. You know, if you don't hurt yourself or other people or other people's property, what's the harm, really? Now, however, if you do find yourself on an interstate, on an actual highway on the lawnmower, pretty good chance you're going to jail, I think.
Maybe.
Actual highway. Yep, there it is.
That was Christopher Spain's lawnmower, and traffic cameras showed him going south from Citrus County into Hernando County. He was pulled over just south of the exit to US 98 on a busy toll road, which I think means that we're looking at the Florida Turnpike right now.
Damn, on a lawnmower?
What? Are those rear view mirrors, though, that I'm like seeing? Do you see like right?
No.
Are they sticks? Are they like
sticks.
levers?
Yeah, this is likely a zero-turn lawnmower, I think. And I think that's the...
I was trained on one of those.
I think that's what the sticks do, right? Did you have sticks on that?
Yeah,
or did you have a wheel?
No, I had the like 2 sticks on each side. They weren't as high as this one pictured.
Right. Yeah.
But
Some of them
I did
go
learn how to,
kinda.
cut those corners left and right, and dance around is what they said to me. Obviously,
Troopers say Mr. Spain refused to perform field sobriety exercises, and he was arrested on charge of driving under the influence and released on $500 bond. An unhinged man has threatened to kill everybody on Epstein's client list.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a little hard to do, but he swears he's going to do it. A man has been nabbed for allegedly threatening to kill everyone on notorious sex predator Jeffrey Epstein's so-called client list, vowing to hack them on sight with a machete. Terrell Bailey Corsi, 31 years old, allegedly made the gory threats after getting into a furious exchange with X's AI chatbot Grok. So he's on X, right?
Wait, the AI ratted him out? What the hell?
He's fighting with Grok. He was fighting with the chatbot last week after the Justice Department revealed that a supposed list containing the names didn't exist. And so he wrote in a post on July 15th, "Everyone involved, if I see them in real life, I will kill," all caps, on sight with a machete so everyone can see the blood and gore of the moment. "You can't fear death, so you can't understand. I will," all caps, "kill everyone on the list on sight, and they absolutely deserve it." And an hour later, he allegedly threatened 3 government officials whose names were redacted in court papers. And this is the guy that you should fear. He says, "My life means nothing. If I could see you dead, it would be worth it all. Fear God."
Alrighty.
So, yeah, he's going to have some tough times legally.
And finding friends.
I mean, I'm sure somebody would befriend him. There's somebody who thinks like the same, like, they don't want the people on the list to be living either. A probe later uncovered a barrage of similar death threats he made on a social media between June and July, including one in which he griped, "I don't know what the solution is, but someone's going to have to clean up a lot of blood when it's all over." So why don't we just put this guy behind bars for a little bit? There was a bizarre incident in the Intracoastal Waterway in Fort Lauderdale.
How bizarre.
This week, as a person who was swimming in it just refused to get out of the water. This guy just kind of swimming around. They dropped him multiple flotation devices, and he refused to grab them. That one he just kind of pushed away.
He's shoving the life preserver stuff away.
Now they have forced it. That is a Speedo. Okay, I was about to ask.
This aerial footage from Chopper 6 showed the man repeatedly refused to take flotation devices that were offered him. They were ultimately able to pull him out of the water, and he appeared to be handcuffed to the gurney when he was placed in an ambulance. Something kind of cool had happened on a golf course, and it was not an alligator. But in St. Lucie County, golfers at Gator Trace Golf Course, where you might expect to see an alligator, got something a bit more shocking on the green at hole number 3. Friday afternoon, they had a lightning strike and it left this scar on the green right there. That's what happens when lightning strikes your golf course.
Oh, that kind of looks like the thing that it does to your skin where it puts like all those crazy
Exactly.
lines.
That's where the electricity went. When it hit the center and then went out from there. It completely exploded, never hit the flagstick, never hit a green like this. They called all the golfers in when the storm arrived, but Bill Parrish, who lived along the hole, said we were only like 200 yards away.
Dude, lightning be crazy in 2025, I gotta say.
Man, that's scary.
He heard the strike. He said it sounded like a bomb. I didn't think it was that close. It's just amazing to look at. You could see where the lightning went through and stretches out like fingers. And that brings us to our final story. Last but not least, the one everybody's been waiting for, the one that people have been sending around left and right. There was a man who was arrested for 3 felonies. He was doing a little bit of the credit card theft. Now, his name is Jerome. Nope, that's not his name.
Okay.
His name is not on this page. He has a name.
We'll call him Guy.
But he was not dressed like Guy. He instead was dressed like one Mr. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Oh.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese was arrested in costume in Tallahassee. Now, somebody in the comments section, because everybody was like, why would they do this in front of the children in costume? Somebody in the comments section alleged that he tried to evade the cops, like he tried to resist or he tried to run. Which is hilarious if they're running after a fully costumed Chuck E. Cheese. But there is some video of this. TikTok was down this morning, so I could not pull any TikTok videos of this incident.
Lame.
But there is a news report, so let's kind of tune into that.
Social media is buzzing with a video of the Chuck E. Cheese mascot being put into handcuffs. Tallahassee's police department officers showed up during a kids' party to arrest a worker in costume they're accusing of committing credit card fraud. A customer who hosted the party at the establishment back in June said she noticed some charges on her card after the event that she did not recognize. A worker, Jermel Jones, was arrested outside.
That's his name, Jermel Jones. There he is. He also was arrested for credit card fraud like 6 months ago or something. So he's been doing this grift for a little bit.
I put that up on See It Now, by the way.
And Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested has been one of the more popular pictures of this week in Florida. Let's look at that one more time. Can I find it? Here we go. Chuck E. Cheese in handcuffs getting walked out. That's it for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. If you missed that or if you're podcasting, you can go to thenewsjunkie.com.
His ears barely fit through the doorway.
It's such a funny visual to see the person in the mouse costume.
They would
getting
never
arrested.
let that happen at Disney. They would never, ever let that happen at Disney.
That's very true.
If there was a picture of Mickey Mouse, like actual Mickey Mouse in handcuffs being walked out of the park, Walt Disney would flip over in his grave.
True. All right.
Or in his freezer. Because he's definitely frozen and not buried
somewhere. He's coming
somewhere.
back one day.
The first data is in, and you tell me who you think gets the W on this one. But South Park is the #1 series on Paramount Plus the day after the launch of the new South Park season. They haven't released any figure suggesting how many people are watching just yet, but it is it went from nowhere to right to the top of the list. #1 streaming series on Paramount Plus for South Park with their new season. This has been, I would argue, really great and smart press for them. Like,
They
it doesn't cost
attempted
them
with
anything.
buying, what was it? Casamigas?
Casamigas or Casa Bonita.
But
they tried for the press and that, and then it seems like it was kind of a waste of money.
Well, they had the whole legal thing, and they kept pushing back the launch date of the new season, and I think that was getting them some press, whether they liked it or not. I mean, they say it's good press, but it still seemed like a huge headache for them. They had to hire a high-profile negotiator to work with this merger thing, and now I think it's coming up roses for them.
Yeah, it's good attention. It's working out for him, at least for now. All right, let us know what you think, that and everything else. Give us your thoughts. We'll get to some of the feedback you've been sending us on a lovely Friday here. It's time to join the show. Tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com, or record your video or audio dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our friend Mo DeWitt is going to be joining us before too long here. There's a new app where women are talking trash. And my favorite story of the week, first place, second place, I don't know. It's very close to Chuck E. Cheese. But there's one that didn't make the mark, didn't make the cut for This Week in Florida that I think you've got to know. Somebody arrested in California, but for what? We'll find out. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The off-ramp's blocked from State Road 408 eastbound to Dean Road. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up on the beach line westbound approaching State Road 520. Traffic slowing down due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound just past that Hancock Road exit there. That's off to the right shoulder. The roadways are wet out there, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
What if I can guarantee the price of Bitcoin will be $1 million in 2030? Well, I can't, but I can guarantee you'll save a lot of money on blinds at my company, Blindster.com. Free samples, free shipping, and guaranteed to fit. Shop at Blindster.com today.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
The 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival is brought to you by Metro. With their new lower prices, the celebration starts way before the festival. Big savings so you can focus on your favorite artist, not your phone bill. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Eye Candy Energy Drink. The official drink of the summer is here. 3 delicious flavors. Original, sugar-free, and sugar-free cotton candy. Get yours at EyeCandyEnergyDrink.com. Eye Candy Energy Drink.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that. We provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors to help keep you on track from day one. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
Hey fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also will improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
This is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam. As big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Kia Center August 2nd and 3rd.
Hey guys, it's Angel from the Monsters. You know I love cooking on my Big Green Egg. And every time I get asked why, I tell you it's because it's an awesome experience, it's impressive, and everything comes out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go visit my friends at Watsy's Meat Market and get yourself a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up where they'll teach you the basic to advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg. Follow them on their social medias. Also, check out the website, WassysMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-611-3113. That's 800-611-3113.
I can't think about my Uncle Chris without thinking about the craziest night of my life. The Uncle Chris podcast tells the story of my Uncle Chris, a real character, a garbage truck driver from South Carolina who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This.
Go over and check out thenewsjunkie.com. The three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Oh, I see how it is. C-Lane's done with this segment, so now he's rewarding himself with some sort of special treats over there. I see what's going on.
Where'd you get the special, Where'd you get the special treats?
Nothing else for anybody in the class here? What are you mowing on? That looks delicious over there.
Congratulations to the baby that's going to be had.
Yeah, some Mexican food left over from the baby shower.
Son of a bitch. Oh, that's good stuff. All I got over here is a free Moses DeWitt.
Mo there?
Yeah, he says that's the best gift ever.
Mo.
Moses DeWitt is
I'm full of Mexican food, if we're being honest.
That's true.
Nothing to share with you, but
nothing wrong with that. Mo, we got a lot of legal questions for you, weird ones and all points in between. But you want to go on a journey with us before that?
Let's take a magical journey.
Hope you don't mind.
How was the skating thing? Did Bus Decker try to show everybody up?
Oh, he did. Of course. And he there was some
one moment to flex. All right, Bus Decker.
It really was. And there was some poor kid who was falling all down. And he was takes a huge spill, and Bus Decker just scoots on past him doing tricks.
I'm sorry,
it's all on video.
I'm busy going backwards right now. I can't really help you out, Bus Decker said.
Unbelievable.
I saw that, and then I saw people who were really getting at, and I wanted to defend them. I did moderately, but I should have done more. Our friend Tom Van, because Tom Van is good at many things, spinning a yarn, being funny, jumping over trucks and stuff, many other things. But he's not the greatest skater I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I forgot that video.
He's not a skater boy.
People were making fun of him because he's rolling around on his skates and he didn't have a good balance. This is bullying, folks. Let people be at their level of talent in skating or whatever else it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do much of anything besides talking to this microphone.
I will say skating is way harder than you think it is. If you haven't skated in a while, try going out there. It's not as easy as you think.
It's not. We did it for Sabrina's birthday one time. Oh my God. I remembered that when you fall, it's no joke when you fall, when you're out there roller skating.
We may have had one injury.
We did it for Sabrina's birthday. And I can remember we did not like book anything with the skating rink, and so when we all got there and ThinkPad started putting up decorations, they're like, "Oh, you can't put decorations up here. You didn't book a birthday party with us. You can't just like ad hoc a birthday party, just like
yes, I
hack it
can
here."
Yes, I can. Mo, what are you thinking? You're an attorney. You've got a bunch of litigious people coming to your event, and then they're falling on roller skates?
They signed waivers. We're good.
Nice.
Yeah, we have to insulate ourselves.
All right, good move. Good move on your part there.
Did the waiver say that if they were injured, you had to be their attorney?
You're catching on.
That's one way out of it.
This guy is smart.
All right, I want to talk about this person in California. It's been busted. Thank God. I got 2 Crowders for you in this segment, and this will be the first one. This guy's name is Khalees Karen Crowder, and he is a real menace to society.
Real Karen.
He's a problem, Moses. And the headlines about this guy all over the place say, serial butt sniffer arrested again in Burbank.
Butt sniffer?
All right. I mean, I didn't even know that there was a serial butt sniffer on the loose out there.
Is that a league? That's your next question.
That's a good question. This apparently sniffing women's, in this cases, rear ends in public is something that is a crime that is illegal. I mean, they're arresting him for it, so I assume, Moses, what's the crime actually committed here?
I think it depends how close you get.
All right. If you don't touch him, though. If you don't touch him and you just smell him?
I mean, that technically would not be illegal unless you're stalking or something like that, following people around, harassing.
Let's see what happened in the story here. Let's go to KTLA. Here we go.
Featured on a TikTok video, lurking too close for comfort near unsuspecting women, has been caught on camera again, committing a similar act. The suspect has been arrested, this time for following women inside a Nordstrom rack in Burbank.
KTLA Sandra Mitchell live with the disturbing details tonight, Sandra.
That guy was really dramatic about his pitch to Sandra.
Disturbing details. Sandra, for the love of God.
Like he did not want to toss it to old Sandra there.
At a Nordstrom rack in Burbank.
KTLA Sandra Mitchell live with the disturbing details tonight, Sandra.
Micah, it's almost too creepy to talk about, right? A man.
But we're
Let's
going
not
to
do it then. Let's shut it down.
They're going to do it, Sandra. Come on.
We can't talk about the serial butt sniffer. So it sounds like maybe it was because he was following the women in the store, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it sounds like maybe he was going in the dressing room or something.
Oh, that's real bad.
Maybe that's not. That's what I put together.
You
I could be wrong
never,
there.
ever sniff butts in the dressing room. That's a...
Let's go back to her with the shocking details. Sandra.
Women inside local stores. I talked to Burbank police about it tonight, and they told me they consider him absolutely dangerous.
Well,
felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me.
A sexual predator back on the prowl, and tonight picked up by Burbank police after another unnerving incident inside a local store.
But I definitely didn't expect him to do this.
Oh my God, she's recording and he is straight up behind her on the ground. He's doing the butt sniffing. He's back here.
No, arrest him. Without a doubt. There is no sort of hiding what he's doing.
Oh, but
It's
they called him a sexual predator, which I'm imagining they're pulling that from, like he's actually on the sex offenders list. He's a sexual predator since they're a news station. Maybe that plays into what's going on here, and he's not allowed to be in some of these stores. But she videotaped him, this woman, for her TikTok, and he's straight up sniffing at her backside here.
What the actual...
Content creator Michaela Witter posted this creepy encounter with a man at Barnes & Noble in Burbank 2 years ago.
And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell. I don't know.
38-year-old Khalees Crowder of Glendale was arrested, but now it appears he's been at it again, this time preying on women in the Nordstrom rack in the Empire Shopping Center.
Jesus.
Wandered into the women's section of the store. There's a solo female and a female standing there alone shopping, and he's did the same kind of behavior that you'd seen in the past.
I hate to say this, but although he's a sexual predator, I don't know what they're charging with. I don't know what the crime is.
That would be my question.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it on this story what he was charged with.
Did you see the New York
serial sniffing?
Aggravated butt sniffing.
Go ahead, Sealand.
Did you see the headline on New York Post for this?
No.
Serial butt sniffer arrested again for sticking schnoz in woman's backside at a Nordstrom rack.
Okay.
Schnoz in the headline is a new one for me.
I just want to say, I think this guy's disgusting, repulsive, and if what he's doing isn't illegal, it should be illegal, but I'm literally looking for the crime. Like if somebody just smells butts, that doesn't seem like that would be something that would be a crime in and of itself. It seems like one of those really weird loopholes where you found something gross and repulsive, but that's not illegal.
If you are the serial butt sniffer and you're down there and you're getting a good sniff and the woman just rips one, I mean just a gnarly, is that what you want or is that bad for what you're doing?
I don't know. I don't know what the goal is.
Ask the butt sniffer.
Step inside the mind.
We need to talk about him. They said he was released from custody for his original crimes due to a jail overcrowding issue.
Oh, good.
Always letting the good ones out. But rearrested after he failed to register with local police. Okay, he needs to do that. They said the wife of the former Los Angeles Lakers forward, Robert Horry, also accused him of stalking their teenage daughter. He needs to be put away for good. He also has a lengthy criminal record that includes burglary, robbery, and indecent exposure. He was also suspected of additional prowling crimes. So maybe prowling is what they're trying to get him under.
But the charge they got here says Crowder was charged with intent to commit a crime and is being held on $100,000 bail for intent to commit a crime, but not actually making with the crime there.
Loitering with intent to commit a crime is a charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically hanging out on property with the intent to commit some sort of crime.
How do you know if they don't commit the crime?
Well, the problem is, he's just walking around a store. Nobody told him to leave. I think loitering is probably kind of tough. And then what is the crime? So I think here it's one of those situations where they want to get the guy out of there. They want to arrest him for something.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's nothing on the books. Butt sniffing isn't a statute that I'm aware of.
I'm not saying you want to represent the butt sniffer, Moses, but
how is
Sealand
that
also
not
pointed out
a thing, though? Like if you were invading someone's personal space.
Because that's not a crime. It's a crime to touch somebody, to hit somebody.
Well, also you think it might be a crime to fart on somebody rather than somebody wanting to sniff your butt.
I mean, you spit on somebody and that's assault, is it
Where
not?
did my life go?
You're the one who said it.
I know,
You
but
sponsor this segment, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't even push you in that direction at all.
It's just been ingrained in me. 12 years later, we're just talking about butt sniffing all the time.
It sounds
not all
like
the time.
Sean needs to sniff your butt.
No, please. Okay, his bail was set at $100,000 according to Sealand. That seems a little excessive.
Yeah.
For the butt sniffer. Is the problem here that, as in many cases like this, no one wants to defend the butt sniffer? He's a horrible guy. I feel like he's going to get away with this.
He very well might.
I mean, there has to be that he finally got caught on video. This is not
caught on video doing what, though?
The butt sniffing.
But that's not illegal.
I know, but I'm saying in the sense of like they tried these charges because finally someone got it on video. Mm-hmm. But this man's been known for sniffing butts for years.
He is. Yes, he's a serial butt sniffer. He is known from doing all this. The thing that I hate to keep repeating here is that I just don't see what they've arrested him for other than being a terrible person in public.
I'm curious to know what makes him a registered sex offender. Where did they say this was? Burbank, California?
Yeah,
is there,
Burbank,
is there a
California.
registry that I can look up here?
Probably. Calese, C-A-L-E-S-E, Crowder, C-R-O-W-D-E-R, 38 years old. See what you can find about what he did. Maybe it was sniffing that got him here. I hate to do this, but we'll stretch that into another segment for just a little update when we come back. We've also got jury duty questions with Moses. I want to see what Moses thinks about the Candace Owens lawsuit. The president of France is suing a podcaster for her comments, saying that the first lady of France is actually a man. And she says, I'll see you in court. And I got some more details here. This is looking worse and worse for her, but we'll get Moses' take when we return. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Man, like, we were just messing around about the chicken, and he got really angry. I was like,
Okay.
I was just playing with Ryan.
I honestly did get mad about that because Ryan was making me mad. Because everything I said he was poo-pooing on, and I was really getting ticked off. Now, that might be because I was worried about my wiener.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
The first week of NFL training camps continues. Bad news in Miami as the Dolphins confirm that DB Artie Burns is out for the year after suffering a torn ACL on the first day of camp. Meanwhile, college camps, including UCF, will be kicking off next week. Soccer tonight, Orlando City with a road match in Columbus. Columbus is 4th, Orlando City 6th in the Eastern Conference. And baseball tonight, the Marlins visit Milwaukee and the Rays are in Cincinnati. I'm Matt McCoy.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 or older. Age and eligibility vary by jurisdiction.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night is 2 nights. Come party with us at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia. Starting at 6 p.m., it's Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Nights. For more details, visit OrlandoHarley.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. You know, you upgrade your phone, you upgrade your car, so why are you still stuck with outdated vision? Glasses and contacts? Man, that's old tech. At the Filatowski Eye Institute, we bring you the ultimate upgraded, clearer vision. Ditch the hassle. Level up your life. Schedule your free consultation today with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply call 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
In America, we're free to ride wherever the road takes us. That's why we remember those who fought to make this the greatest place on earth. Make your American journey on a new bike from Space Coast Harley-Davidson during the Freedom Riders event. Ride on us for the rest of the year with no money down and no payments until 2026. Discover more at SpaceCoastHarley.com. Ride free from sea to shining sea. Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed a musty smell in your home? I hope not, because damp smells mean that you could have a crawl space problem. That's where Alpha Foundations comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your crawl space and get to the root cause of the problem. Schedule your free inspection with Alpha Foundations and visit alphafoundations.com/row.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin. And over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-611-3113. That's 800-611-3113.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER.
Go, Mike. What's happening? Well, Moses is in, so Sean leaves the skull alone, it seems. I don't know what company sends in this Mexican food, what deal we've got going here, but it's pretty dang good. Chips are a little on the crunchy side, but I think this food has been here for a while. Know what I mean? Black cow rules. Black cow manure. Am I eating a little frijoles negros eros? There's some pollo in there. It's like a rice bowl. Pretty darn good. Up. Gotta go back and do my job now. All right. See you in there.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is the
We'll connect with our friend and attorney Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. We got your stories about taking a stand. I'll work in some more of those and a whole lot more before we wrap everything up on a Friday. Mo is hanging out with us here in the studio.
Nice guy.
And it's time to jump into things. So let's just do this. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Have you been to a roller skating event and fallen and injured yourself?
Whoa.
Pick up the phone and call 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or justcallmo.com. Mo, I don't know if you're aware of who Candace Owens is.
A little bit.
She's a podcaster, I would say a controversial, right of center podcaster.
Oh, you know how I feel about those podcasters.
You gotta watch out. You gotta keep your distance.
Was she in anything prior to what she's doing now? Did she do any acting of some sort, or was any
a reality show?
I don't know.
Public figure at all?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know where she came from, as strange as that sounds. I don't know. I think she might have just been one of these voices where she's very much pro-Trump, and she's got bombastic things to say. And she was on the Daily Wire, which was Ben Shapiro's publication. And then they got into a fight over there, and she seems pretty unpleasant, if I'm honest. I've seen her talking with multiple people and like trying to interact with other human beings, and it
doesn't tend to work good. It's like a very antisocial personality disorder type. But Candace Owens, she said that the president of France, Moses, she claimed that his wife is a man. All right, was born a man, is a man. All that stuff. And the president of France has sued Candace Owens in a court of law in the United States, I believe in Delaware. And I have a couple of things to play for you before we get your take on this. Here's Candace Owens addressing this, I guess, on her show.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine.
All right. So she's saying, like, you were born a man,
she
die a man.
seems annoying.
This is one of her things, I guess. This is one of her things.
Triple downing on it, though, even with this giant lawsuit.
Yeah. Now, here's why I said there was another Crowder that was going to enter the show. This is, and I'll let you know, this is a guy who's on the same team, if you are into the team sports thing, which I'm not. But Steven Crowder, who at least at some point I think may have been friendly with her. And here he is talking about why he thinks she's screwed. And I absolutely agree. I think she's toast in this lawsuit. There is a 0% chance she's going to win. But check this out, Mo. What do you think after this? Let's see.
Were you then made aware that this was perhaps incorrect? And did you exacerbate it and
Louder
make it
with
work?
Crowder.
That's what this is going to be about. Candace responded by, you could say, doubling down.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. Oof. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood.
Oh, weird.
Figure it out real quick.
Send my doctors? You don't have doctors big.
Send my doctors to take your blood.
You got a team of doctors that are just going to take some blood
They
for
say,
you?
how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up?
All right, listen.
Raising your children. That would be fine.
Yeah, so here's the problem, and if you read the entire filing, and I read 100-something pages of it last night, they actually already did directly send proof to Candace, said pictures, childhood pictures of Bridget. They did send evidence of Bridget's biological.
This is in the lawsuit. The First Lady of France actually sent her photos of her as a little girl, of all these things that she was talking about to begin with, and proof in the evidence that she was asking.
Motherhood of 3 children. They did send pictures of her first, of her wedding when she was young. And there already is sworn testimony, for example, from the children and from the, I don't know if sworn testimony, but the previous husband. So she's now moving goalposts and saying, take a blood test. They did also, by the way, send the birth announcement, not a certificate, but an announcement. So newspaper clippings, pictures, sworn testimony.
All right. So all of that is to ask you this, Moses. If in this lawsuit, they're like, hey, you said that this woman was a man. You said you were born a man, you're a die man, all that stuff. And we sent to you all the evidence that would show any reasonable person that you were absolutely wrong. And you doubled down and tripled down and continued to say this thing. How in the world does she win that case?
Well, she can't. I mean, you're dealing with a public figure. So assuming we're operating under U.S. law, which I would assume we are, when you're suing a public figure for a public figure, not Publix, a public figure for defamation, you have to show actual malice. Yes. You have to show actual malice, which basically means they knew they were lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a mistake. They actually knew that they were creating this lie here. And in this case, I think it's fairly obvious that's the case, but especially if they sent actual information, rebutting what she said directly to her, and she continues to say these things, then yeah, it's definitely actual malice.
I think she's so toast. Somebody says, why is this news? I mean, it's the president of France and the First Lady of France suing a United States citizen for defamation. Literally an incredibly rare thing to happen, and a big dust up that I think might have a lasting impact on people who just think you could say anything you want online. People think...
Or they settle, and that's it.
Sometimes they do, but the thing is, the world about being online and saying these things, once it comes into a courtroom, Moses, you know this as well as anybody in the world, once it goes into a courtroom, it's not the comment section of the internet. You can't just say and do whatever you want. There's a whole different set of rules. And when you have to follow those rules, and your attorney has to follow those rules, I'm sure her attorney is absolutely hating everything she's doing.
Did they indicate how much they were suing for?
I don't know. It might have said. It might have just said the thing that we usually see where it's like excess of $50,000, and then they don't specify what the damages.
48,000 baguettes.
I don't know if they actually said that.
I would be curious if, I would think that the president and first lady of France have means, have money.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Probably don't need Candace Owens' money. So I wonder if that would make them more likely to reject the idea of some sort of settlement just so they get the ruling,
Yeah.
just to go after her.
Prove a point.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what their aim is.
Sort of like the Taylor Swift lawsuit where she only sued for $1 just to prove a point.
Right.
Because she's Taylor frigging Swift. She doesn't need the money.
Yeah, she doesn't need that for sure. The female HR executive that was caught on the Coldplay Kiss Cam has also resigned.
Oh.
She too has resigned. That's 2 of them down. The CEO, Andy Byron, gone. Kristen Cabot, the executive in charge of human resources at the tech company Astronomer, has also announced her resignation. We're going to have to pause real quick. When we get back, I have a crazy, massive explosion and the investigation that is now following this. I'm not sure exactly what the hell happened here, but it is unbelievable. We'll get into more with Moses DeWitt, and we'll get back to you and your feedback, all of that, as we get into our final hour of the week. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number 1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
Keep an eye out for crews on the roadways clearing up that accident on State Road 408 eastbound near Dean Road, exit 19. Crews are off to the shoulder on the Turnpike southbound just past that Hancock Road exit, clearing up an accident. The roadways are getting busy. You might run into some rainy conditions affecting your ride. Travel with caution. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Imagine yourself winning $1,000 this summer. Would you do a beach weekend? Upgrade your phone? Commission a custom portrait of yourself? Hey, we're not here to judge. We are here to give you that chance to get $1,000 in your hand. 13 times each weekday. Hear keyword, enter website, answer phone. We are the best at this, and you are in the right place. Real Radio 104.1. This national contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
This July, celebrate a little more than fireworks. That's right, celebrate the freedom of knowing your health. Life Imaging FLA's heart and body scans help you stay ahead of disease. Be proactive, not reactive. Don't wait for that symptom. Get ahead of that with a scan from Life Imaging FLA. When you consider that 1 of 3 people in America will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, the very first symptom you get is sudden death, you definitely want to pay attention to what's happening inside your body. With Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, you can do that and then build a plan with your primary care doctor. And remember, there are no dyes, no injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. This entire process only takes a few minutes. So do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did, what so many people in Central Florida are doing. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. Here's how you make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you will be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
This summer, get more muscle for your money at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Right now, drive home the bold new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon with employee pricing plus and get an additional $3,500 bonus cash allowance. Exclusive savings on Jeep's legendary off-road pickup. Your adventure starts at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. TheLandAuto.com. See dealer for details. Restrictions apply. Not all purchasers will qualify. Offer ends July 31st.
Going to nursing school can change your life,
But that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Yes, it's true that most injury attorneys don't cost you a dime unless they get you money for your injuries. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. It pains me to hear people still don't know that you don't have to pay me up front. Never deal with the insurance companies alone. They have a team of lawyers, and you should have a team too. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com or call me at 1-800-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Eye Candy Energy Drink. The official drink of the summer is here. 3 delicious flavors. Original, sugar-free, and sugar-free cotton candy. Get yours at EyeCandyEnergyDrink.com. Eye Candy Energy Drink.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage, NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night is 2 nights. Come party with us at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia. Starting at 6 p.m., it's Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night. For more details, visit OrlandoHarley.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, BILLS, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio 104.1.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
secret shows. In fact, the new secret show dropping before you know it. Usually on Fridays at 5 p.m. is when the new shows are launched. Get that on your own over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, a couple of things to hit on. And we also have some questions for our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. So let's see here. First thing was, there was this explosion in Virginia, not too far from D.C., that had a lot of people talking. I don't know if this footage from Fox 5 is going to have the original blast I saw, but this one looks like the car is already on fire. But this car blew up, and it looks like a mafia hit or something.
Jesus.
Like, it completely torched everything in the parking lot around this car.
Buildings in Arlington.
And the entire thing was caught on camera. Sydney Persing's in Crystal City tonight. She's live now with the very latest.
Let's see what they said.
Yeah, well, you can still see that investigators have this area coned off, but there are 2 vehicles that were involved in
Oh, no, it's dark, so you can't see the damage. So all she could show on her report is the road cone. It's pitch black outside, so you can't see that these cars are totally torched. So she's just like, there's a road cone here.
Are they so by themselves that they don't even have a light anymore?
I
feel
see
like
it
that's
right
why
now.
she wore such a bright shirt.
I see it, but barely.
Here in the parking lot, you can see them hollowed out and burnt to a crisp. And listen, guys, it is a real miracle that no one was inside these cars or even near them, because as I'm about to show you, things could have been a whole lot worse.
There it is. It's just
from office buildings and apartment balconies. Cell phone video captures the terrifying moment a car exploded Thursday morning in Arlington.
Boom! Indeed.
Video shows firefighters rushed to put out the flames at the intersection of 33rd Street and Crystal Drive.
Yeah, so this car must have caught fire, and then the ones around it also ended up catching fire. They believe it was because of a fuel tank rupturing, BLEVE, or boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion. That's what caused this whole thing.
It was Diddy.
It looked a bit Diddy-esque. I'm not gonna lie.
Was that Kid Cudi's car?
It might have been. Yeah, it's still getting him after all these years. All right, so now what do we have on the list for Mr. Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm?
All right, one of these I don't have the. Oh no, I know exactly what story it is. We have not talked to Moses about a very important character from last week's run of shows, and that is Mr. Skin Bear.
Oh, the Skin Bear.
And they actually made an arrest of somebody who may have left this creepy-looking bear, outside of a gas station, and they arrested the person for causing the report of an emergency while knowing it to be false.
Yeah.
So not reporting an emergency, but somehow causing someone else to report an emergency while knowing it to be false. And it's our question was like, what has to happen to prove this charge? And does leaving this horrific looking bear outside a gas station constitute this emergency?
Here's the bear, Moses. All right, that's what the bear looks like. A question, and it wasn't really made out of skin. It looks like it, but it was made out of latex. And the person saw it outside of a gas station, and they ended up arresting somebody, like C-Lane saying, for this. And again, I was like, what's the crime here? Somebody left a creepy little doll outside of a store. Is that illegal, or have we just...
What is causing the report of an emergency while knowing it to be false? Like, what's the theme of that particular charge? Like, leaving a package that looks like a bomb somewhere?
Well, it could be that, or like, were there those pranks where they call like somebody's hotel room and be like,
SWAT?
you need to smash the window right now. Like there's a fire coming or something like that. And so if they called 911, maybe that would be something along those lines. But I think here, frankly, this is probably protected by the First Amendment, even though it's creepy.
It's weird.
It could still be art technically. And even if somebody disagrees with it or thinks maybe there's something wrong with it.
Well, if you're just leaving that outside of a gas station, what's the difference between art and littering?
Well, a lot.
There's a fine line.
It's called your perspective.
There's a fine line in the real world here. Like, if you put a person's body in a parking lot and you made it staged like there was a murder there, and somebody arrived and got scared and called 911, that's one thing. But if somebody just saw a weird bear and called 911, like, okay.
I mean, how would you know, or is it reasonable to believe that by you leaving that bear there, somebody's going to call 911?
Yeah, I don't think
report
so.
it.
It's just people are going to react
but if it's
to
made
it.
of skin. Why wouldn't you think someone's going to call 911?
It's not actually made of skin, but it just looks.
I'm sorry, that it looks like it's made of skin.
It was made of, I think they said latex in the end, but the person got in trouble. Yeah, they ended up arrested somebody for this. All right, what else do we have on the list?
We got
for Moses?
They had this lawsuit, and we had a very specific hypothetical about this lawsuit from Jane's Addiction, and we wanted to know if Sean tanked the show and got us canceled, could Sabrina and I sue him for losing our jobs and the money that we would have been getting? Because who is it? Was it Farrell?
Perry Farrell, the lead singer.
Perry Farrell. He got crazy and got in a fight with a band, and they had to cancel the whole tour.
That footage went viral.
But the rest
they stopped the show and then stopped the rest of the tour after that.
And the rest of the band has now sued him because they're not getting the money from going on tour anymore. And so we wanted to know if we could do that to Sean if he were to tank the show.
I mean, potentially it could be tortious interference with a business relationship or tortious interference with a contract. So if the action is intentional, in order to kind of tank something, it is possible. Yeah.
I guess I didn't think about it this way, but that would be like if you had a contract and there were clauses in the contract about, say, like behavior or something, and then you violated one of those clauses and it caused financial harm to the company that was signing you for that contract. They could say, like, this deal would have generated this much money for me. Now I'm not, but for what this person did.
Yeah, but you said if it was intentional, like in this case, in our hypothetical, Sean intentionally tanking the show. In the case of Jane's Addiction, I don't think that Perry Farrell intentionally did this. They just got into a fight, like an actual physical fight on stage, right? Was it a physical one?
Yeah,
but
they
did.
Dave Navarro was in the middle of a solo that I would imagine it's argued everyone knew that's where the timeline was going because they've done these shows prior to that one concert.
Somebody was playing something wrong, or I forget how that panned out.
But their intention could be there if he disrupted that. And
wasn't he also pretty inebriated or something? He was under the influence or something. Yeah.
I don't know if there's evidence of that, but I think it was. It's a good guess to suggest that might have been the case.
Still trying to live that rock star lifestyle, the Jane's Addiction people,
and they're all too old for that. Okay, they're all too old for that moment.
That was our Moses list for the week.
Okay, all right, we're gonna get to you and your feedback. A couple of people chiming in on things real quick. The viral stories are starting to bubble up. Here's an example. With 7.4 million views, this one on Twitter/X, and Pedro Pascal, who is one of the stars of Fantastic Four this weekend at the box office, which is kind of, I was going to say, DC is really smacking Marvel here with 2 hits in a row, but Pedro Pascal is part of that vehicle, and there's a bunch of stories that are popping up about him, and this says, how does Pedro Pascal get away with heavily petting his female co-stars in Hollywood, of all places, after the entire industry was upended over Me Too several years ago? A lot of response to that, of course. Then one of the interviews, and I don't know this to be true. C-Lane, look up Vanessa Kirby. I don't even know who she is. But they say that she's married. And this is one of the interviews where she's like, they're just over each other. She's just rubbing all over him.
This is real?
Yeah. In this case, this is her rubbing on him. This is another interview that they did with Gordon Ramsay. All right. Here they are. I mean, this is not the weirdest thing in the world.
That first clip is...
yeah. If she's married, if I was married to her, I'd be like, that's a little uncomfortable.
I feel like that's got to be a joke of some kind.
She is engaged.
She's engaged
to Paul Rabel.
Okay.
A sports executive and a retired professional lacrosse player.
Okay. And there's a lot more examples of this, clips that are going around. One was supposedly of Willem Dafoe. You might know him, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Green
says...
Gob. No.
Pedro Pascal goes viral for creepy touching of Willem Dafoe's wife with A-lister left fuming. I don't know if it really will show us that.
Doesn't Willem Dafoe have that kind of face where he always looks like he's fuming?
Yes.
He kind of does. He's got one of those
What
faces.
did he play in
All right, here we go. All right. This is a Walk of Fame thing, I guess. Willem Dafoe, bitch, he said.
Get right in the corner, right in the corner.
All right. So they're all taking a picture. I haven't seen whatever's supposed to be the moment just yet. The photo that I saw of this was like him grabbing Willem Dafoe's wife by the face. It doesn't appear to be on this. I don't know why they put this. Oh, no, yeah. He grabbed her face and chin there barely at the end of it. This still looks a lot worse than that. And I guess Willem Dafoe must have shot him a look or something.
So
this seems like a stretch, man.
This video that we're showing looks creepy, but it looks like Vanessa Kirby's the one that's in the wrong.
In that one, yeah.
There's other like Pedro Pascal clips that I've seen where it's like he's the one doing the rubbing.
Yeah.
And it says it's because of anxiety.
Yeah. There was a bunch of them. Here's another one. This is just something that they did together, I guess. But there's a bunch of them that I've seen where you're right. They said like he says he has a social anxiety thing, and then he in the press things that they're doing is touching a lot of the women that are next to him. There's been a bunch of these clips.
Where are they though? Because you guys are just finding stuff that women are touching him or some sort of intentional
I'll bring them up. I'll show them. I'll show them when we come back. I don't have them ready to go, but I will show you the clips that I'm talking about that have been making the rounds. This is one of them here. This is him and Sarah Paulson, where he's rubbing all over her shoulders and grabbing on her. There's been at least maybe half a dozen of them, I think, that I've seen where the two of them are, him and whoever the co-star is at the time are kind of doing that. So it started to trend over on a bunch of the social media platforms as people are watching the clips and reacting to them. I'll grab a couple more before we wrap things up here today to take a look. We'll also get to more of the reaction on the Hulk Hogan front here and some of his friends chiming in. A new app where people are spilling some information about men that we should focus in on. A whole lot more. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for crews on the roadways clearing up that accident on State Road 408 eastbound near Dean Road, exit 19. Crews are off to the shoulder on the Turnpike southbound just past that Hancock Road exit, clearing up an accident. The roadways are getting busy. You might run into some rainy conditions affecting your ride. Travel with caution. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by KFC.
$5 mac and cheese bowls and pot pie are back. That's a big old bowl of warm mac and cheese topped with hand-breaded nuggets or mouth-watering pot pie baked in a flaky crust. Prices and participation vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra. It's finger-licking good.
Hey, fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit #250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Central Florida, my kids and I have been wanting to see you in a Kia for more than 20 years. Come join our family because we want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage. NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. You know, you upgrade your phone, you upgrade your car, so why are you still stuck with outdated vision? Glasses and contacts? Man, that's old tech. At the Filatowski Eye Institute, we bring you the ultimate upgraded, clearer vision. Ditch the hassle. Level up your life. Schedule your free consultation today with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply call 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night is 2 nights. Come party with us at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia. Starting at 6 p.m., it's Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Night. For more details, visit OrlandoHarley.com.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected...
No, Mike. What's happening, friends? We're getting down to it. It's coming down. It's to the end of the week. Ugh. I'm probably doing a whole lot of nothing. What are you guys doing? Let me live vicariously through you. What's happening this weekend? What's good? What's up, Stepha P, Chaos, Abraham, Dragon Friend? Mark, how hard is it just to keep your hands to yourself? This guy's one hell of a punk rock show. That's a place to not keep your hands to yourself. What's up, HD Afterbirth? How are you? Yeah, you know, I got lots of me today. I got to step in a little bit when Moses is in studio. Sean's talking to him. Yeah, let me. Hi. All right. There we go. They're doing all their law talking. Probably not about law at all. Moses looks like he's explaining something important, though. I should be doing Weekend Edition right now, but I am slacking off because I'll just get it done afterwards. Man, ChatGPT is pissing me off. I have been working on a tiny, simple little app. And I was using ChatGPT to basically tell me how to make it. But if you type and chat with ChatGPT for too long and your conversation gets too complicated or too big, it it tries to consolidate it, and then it hallucinates, and then it forgets things. It actually told me it forgot something. How does a computer forget something? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what shows it's alive, like a real artificial form of intelligence can make mistakes. Oh, sorry, I forgot to post that there. Stupid. Here's the error I got, and paste. Let's try to fix that one, ChatGPT. Hey, your keyword is bills. Bills is the keyword. We could use a winner. We haven't had one in a couple days. Well, for our show. Monsters had one yesterday. Anyway, coming back.
RealRadio.fm. Good luck.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the news junkie.
I almost destroyed the plumbing in my house thanks to ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh, I was just bitching about ChatGPT.
What are you doing? ChatGPT almost destroyed somebody's plumbing in their house? This is what happens when we all go Mr. Fix-It in 2025, when we all go like, I can find out how to do it myself.
But aside from ChatGPT, like if you're trying to fix, like I've asked ChatGPT for some advice on like wiring things up, and then I go, maybe I should ask another, like one of ChatGPT's competitors, and see if it gives me the same advice. Because if we're talking about electricity and resistors and how things work, the answer should be the same all the time, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I
but does it just keep giving you different answers?
It does sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, and I never actually wired up what I was asking it about. But for something like plumbing, sure, ask ChatGPT if you know nothing and get an idea about it, and then go to YouTube.
Yeah,
go
but
to YouTube.
Even in that sense, I'm like, there are some fields in which I think you leave that to people who are trained in it.
Electronics.
Because when it comes to plumbing and electricity, like both of you guys have mentioned, you screw that up and you can be in a real S-hole. Either in danger, like physically, or in massive amount of debt.
It's very tempting, but a lot of people do it. Hello to everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Want to learn more about the show? Go over to the website. It's called thenewsjunkie.com. Welcome to your viral newsroom. Our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is with us today. Hey, Moses.
Good day.
And one of the biggest movies, probably the biggest movie this weekend in theaters, is going to be this Fantastic Four movie. And Pedro Pascal, the guy that Hollywood is just like putting in everything right now, he is in this movie. And I don't know if it's because of that. I've seen it kind of slow roll out there. These stories about, oh, Pedro Pascal is creepy. He's creepy. He's touchy. This is not new. Like I've seen this for about 2.5 to 3 months now, where people have slowly been taking clip after clip and surfacing it. And I think it might have gotten a little worse on this media tour that he's on right now. Here's an example, because Sabrina asked for an example on this. Somebody named Pop Culture Crisis put together what they thought was a collection here of these clips and their thoughts on it. Here's this woman talking about this.
Starting to notice Pedro Pascal's pesky habit of inappropriately touching his female colleagues. This clip of Pedro and Sarah Paulson was getting a lot of attention last
He's rubbing
week.
on her
See him
shoulders,
pulling her closer, trying to whisper in her ear, and she's leaning the opposite direction. The body language here says a lot. There's also this notorious clip of Pedro Pascal reaching out for the hand of his Fantastic Four co-star Vanessa Kirby with the excuse that he finds it soothing to touch someone because of his social anxiety.
All right, see, that's something that's been worked into a lot of this, is like he's so touchy-feely, and he's touchy-feely on these press tours because he has social anxiety.
Somebody in the comments was like, then take a Xanax.
I don't know if he's like having conversations with the co-stars about this. I don't know where that tidbit came from. But he definitely is touchy.
I am not. He absolutely is. And you're seeing the touchiness, but these are also very tiny clips and looped. and other people's opinions on body language, which I think it is interesting to not hear from the actual people that he is allegedly touching too much. Because as you can see in that second clip, he touches her and then she grabs his hand and now they're holding hands and then it loops again. So
maybe they want him to touch her. Maybe they don't mind. Maybe there's a variety of different things. It's still kind of weird. It's still a little bit much. And again, like one of the ladies who was rubbing all over him on the press tour, Sealand said she wasn't married, but I think she's engaged to be married right now.
Talking to Vanessa Kirby, right?
Vanessa Kirby, that's the same lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same woman in this clip here. Let's see what else this pop culture crisis has on.
50-year-old man, by the way. And more recently, Vanessa Kirby, who, by the way, is engaged and pregnant, was seen basically canoodling with Pedro in front of photographers. I don't know how the father of her child would feel about the placement of Pedro Pascal's hand in this photo.
She's poking
you
around.
must admit
Come on,
that
guys.
he's reaching quite low on her hip there. And people are like, no, it's fine because Pedro is gay. First of all, there has been no confirmation of that. And secondly, people need to get rid of this bizarre idea that you can get away with any unprofessional or downright weird behavior just because you're supposedly gay. Speaking for myself, though, Pedro always creeped me out, and I've never even been in the same room as him. So
I have heard people say that. People respond with that. I don't think there's anything out there that said that Pedro Pascal is gay.
No, I don't think that he's spoken about his sexuality. But he certainly.
I just think he's weird. He's just and touchy-feely seems to be the thing that he's
got like a Drew Barrymore kind of thing going on, you know?
Yeah,
all of her guests on her show, and then Martha Stewart kind of like clapped back at her for it.
Yeah,
and they made a funny about it.
Very much where it's like, hey, I don't know if anybody's saying anything yet, but in a while from now, when everybody does start to come out and say stuff, then you go, well, there was some discussion of this at the time, but everybody kind of hand waved and dismissed this whole thing. I just think it does look a little weird when you see all these clips piling up on the Fantastic Four media train.
Are Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby's characters in Fantastic Four in any way romantically linked? Is this one of those like... They did it with Lady Gaga.
Promote it more.
They did it, with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
But then remember what happened though after that. Bradley Cooper is all of a sudden not engaged anymore, and then shortly after that, neither was Lady Gaga. Now she's back with another person, but they went full on like, this is our characters, we become this close, and there's 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you. Then Bradley Cooper's there, and they had forehead to forehead when they're performing.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is if Courtney was going to be in some movie and there's like a good looking male co-star that's in a whole bunch of scenes with her and they're going to be working so closely together, that would be the person that I was the most concerned about ever. I would be
what if it was an ugly dude? You would just be like, all right, whatever.
Still, I mean, less so than like a Pedro Pascal or something, but like still a little bit, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. This is like such an intimate way to be working with another person. When you look at cheating and stuff, a lot of cheating takes place with stuff in people's office. It's like your
garage.
Or your garage even. Moses, are you saying something?
I don't know. We've been locked in here for hours, Sean.
I'll try not to touch you.
All right, thank you.
Just like scoop your arm.
Tell
even though,
me something.
Bound to happen.
That's a little anxiety ridden from time to time.
Sean knows exactly all of the spots in that room where no cameras touch.
That's right. An update on the Ghislaine Maxwell, speaking of touching people, front here. This is from Fox just moments ago. And we knew that the Department of Justice had been visiting Ghislaine Maxwell. She was allegedly the fixer, well, I guess convicted fixer for Jeffrey Epstein, and was hooking him up with these young girls for massages and all sorts of other stuff. But now, after these meetings with the Department of Justice, it says Ghislaine Maxwell is seeking a pardon from Trump after the second meeting of the DOJ concludes.
Okay.
Not very shocking that she would want that.
It's been a minute, though. Like, would she not have asked for a pardon sooner?
I don't know if she did. Maybe she thought, like, I don't have a chance of getting any kind of pardon here. This case is so poisonous. But
I mean, Joe Exotic has asked like 18 times so far.
Nobody's given him anything. But now it's like, hey, people want to hear this testimony. People want to see what happens next in this case. I really don't know where this is going, but it'll be absolutely interesting to watch.
Do you think that she would, because I think she still has like an appeal coming up, right? Didn't we discuss that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think she would try to, see, that's where you don't know if you can trust the testimony, because if she goes, yeah, I'll sing like a canary if I can get that Trump pardon.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, what can she say? Does she risk her appeal, Mo, if she starts like shouting out things? And
well, what's typically with appeals, it's what was already done in the trial court. So typically they're not going to look at new information or new evidence as part of an appeal. You're already stuck with the record that you made at the trial level. I think this is an appeal up to the U.S. Supreme Court, if I remember correctly. Now, one thing that could happen is because of this meeting, the Department of Justice could withdraw their opposition to that appeal, which may not necessarily change things, but, you know, because ultimately the Supreme Court still has to rule on it, but they could not fight it essentially.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if Trump, pardons her, or if the DOJ withdraws their opposition to it, doesn't it just make him look even more guilty at that point?
Yeah, I think that would be not well received by his fan base or by anybody. I don't think anybody would receive that in a positive way. But the other piece on this was Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer says that in her meeting with the DOJ, she answered every single question. She never stopped. She never invoked a privilege, meaning the Fifth Amendment, I guess.
Well, she's been convicted, so.
Yeah. She never declined to answer. She answered all the questions truthfully, honestly, and to the best of her ability. So, again, we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's get to a couple of dispatches. It's time for you to join us on the show. Let's see what you have on your mind. Let's go over to, here's Choo Choo Charlie with a video dispatch for us. Hi, Choo Choo Charlie.
Sabrina, hit it. One time for the birthday, bitch. Two time for the birthday, bitch.
I wasn't ready for this.
What up, what up?
Hey.
It's Choo Choo Charlie from Duval.
Hi.
Hey, I got a quick question about the podcast.
Okay.
I don't hear the intros anymore, the rejoins. I figured the rejoins might be a copyright thing.
Just catching on.
Anyways, that's it.
All right. Bye. Thank you. Appreciate that. And if you're not hearing intros on the podcast, yes, it is a copyright issue. You can't do that. You get sued, et cetera, et cetera. So we have different bumpers in place. That's why you might hear me make little pauses when we're coming back from break and that kind of stuff. It's not me just being weird with my language. I try to make it as natural as possible, but there are reasons for all of this. When you do a radio show, syndicated radio show, a weekend show, when you do a stream and a podcast, you're doing 8 things, a bunch of things at least at one time. So there's some of that going on. Thank you, though, Choo Choo Charlie. Sending your questions, your comments.
Happy birthday, I think.
And you're right. Happy birthday. 33 years young,
sure.
he says.
He just said cue happy birthday.
It says it in the description. It says 33 years young, so he must be referring to that.
Time for the birthday,
Happy birthday, Choo Choo Charlie. Right back at you, friend. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We want to hear from you. We still got time to work your feedback in. tips@thenewsjunkie.com or send your dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we'll be back with those final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
I mean, Ferrari was always my first love because of Tom Selleck. My next door neighbor in Green Bay had that Ferrari.
That
and let me lay on it and take a photo.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Where's that?
How old were you?
I was like 14.
Okay, 14.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Friday, we are going to be expecting hot temperatures along with a couple of hit and miss showers and storms. Temperatures will be a couple of degrees above normal with a high of around 94 degrees this afternoon in Orlando. It will feel closer, though, to the low 100s once we do factor in our humidity. As we head into the weekend, temperatures really take off. Highs closer to the mid and upper 90s. A lot drier, too. Only a 20% chance of rain for this weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguydawn.com is the fact that he is part of the Real Radio family. And that means he's taking care of your family. He's a stand-up guy who's looking out for you. And when you're making big life decisions like refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, starting a business, or expanding the business you already have, you got to work with someone who has your best interest in mind. And that's That Mortgage Guy, Don. Get the process started today by going to thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Cypress Hill. And atmosphere.
Every day can't be the best day. Do what you can, right?
Amphitheater.
Tickets for the Dank Days of Summer Tour on sale now at theamp.com.
Tune in to Operation Stormwatch on iHeartRadio, brought to you by Eustace Roofing. Small leaks can become big problems with heavy and continuous rain. Take a preventative step and schedule a no-charge roof inspection. Eustace Roofing, the real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
This summer, luxury meets legendary performance at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Get behind the wheel of the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with employee pricing plus and an additional $3,500 bonus cash allowance. That's serious savings on the SUV built for bold families and fearless weekend warriors. But only for a limited time. The Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. TheLandAuto.com. See dealer for details. Restrictions apply. Not all purchasers will qualify. Offer ends July 31st.
At Rental World, we've proudly served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Need it after work? Ask about our half-day and weekend specials. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete tools, mixers, and more. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Hey there, history fans.
iHeartRadio brings you a brand new history podcast.
It's called American History Hotline,
where you ask the question,
what is political technology?
Did George Washington really cut down a cherry tree?
Were JFK and Marilyn Monroe having an affair?
And American History Hotline gets to the bottom of it.
I'm so glad you asked me this question.
This is such a ridiculous story that we tell ourselves because we don't want to know the real story.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search American History Hotline and listen now.
Hey, Florida, this is your last chance to save 30% on solar. Yep, you heard it right, 30%. Federal solar tax credits are in jeopardy, so you've been thinking about going solar? Now's the time to act. That big, beautiful bill has passed the House putting solar tax credits in jeopardy. So if you've been on the fence, there's no more time to wait. You must order by August 31st to claim your 2025 tax credit. So save up to 30% with the 2025 federal tax credit. Cut those energy bills and beat those rising utility rates. Boost your home's value instantly. Protect your family from power outages. Solar Source has almost 40 years in the business. In fact, these guys have been around with the same phone number since 1984. With over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida, they are the company that I trust. Tell you what, go with Solar Source. If you're thinking of going solar, it's a big decision. The only company I recommend is Solar Source. Go to solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Hey guys, it's Angel from the Monsters. You know I love cooking on my Big Green Egg. And every time I get asked why, I tell you it's because it's an awesome experience, it's impressive, and everything comes out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go visit my friends at Watsy's Meat Market and get yourself a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up where they'll teach you the basic to advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg. Follow them on their social medias. Also, check out the website, WassysMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Planning a trip to Orlando? Don't forget to visit Cocoa Beach, Orlando's closest beach. With its legendary beach vibes, sunny shores, and entertainment options, Cocoa Beach is a must-see on your to-do list. Ride the waves, stroll the iconic iconic pier, watch a beautiful sunset, or just kick back with your toes in the sand. Add a little salt water to your Sunshine State adventure at Cocoa Beach, Orlando's closest beach. Learn more at legendarycocobeach.com. That's legendarycocobeach.com.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
There's an app for your music, an app for your photos, even an app that tracks your steps. But only one app brings you the live radio dial and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets you can tap anytime. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
I'm Ben Ferguson. And I'm Ted Cruz. 6 months into the Trump term, and we have won historic conservative victories. From securing the border to defeating Iran to the one big beautiful bill, we give you all the details.
Download Verdict with Ted Cruz wherever you get your podcasts.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. You can go to the website. It's easy to find. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. A new secret show dropping, as always, on Fridays. Well, usually on Fridays around 5 p.m. You can open up the uncensored secret show in just a couple of hours. There's a lot of new subscribers in that world, so thank you to all those folks. If you want to sign up and see what it's all about, I'd encourage you to go to thenewsjunkie.com. You can either sign up for secret shows and grab one of the pieces of merch that you get as a gift on the way out, or you can gift subs to other people if you're already a subscriber and you want to spread the word a little bit. It's fun. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you go check it out over at thenewsjunkie.com. Mo is back to wrap things up with us. Don't forget, friends, you can, if you need an attorney, you can count on Mo. He is the best of the best of the best, in my opinion.
And
I think
great
he's
merch,
fantastic.
too, I got to say, when you're not looking for legal services.
Oh, have you guys
Mo
seen
merch
the...
is on top.
Have you seen the tumbler that Mo is rocking here?
It's not a Mo one, though.
It's not. No,
we do have Mo ones. Mo tumblers, though.
We have a new tumbler in the house.
You might not want to show this one off.
I don't know.
Okay.
Up to you.
Well, can you just send me a
I think it's funny. It's
Hey.
great. Yeah. There's a lot of merch in the Mo world. This isn't necessarily his, but I did see somebody with a full-on bodysuit at the, I think it was the bowling event, who I think that person, they had the luggage and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think they may be the most hardcore Mo fan that I've seen out there. But
I mean, they're just a fashionista.
Yes.
They know high fashion when they see it.
They know a good look when they see one,
Yeah.
truly. All right, let's see. Let's maybe get one last dispatch in on the way out.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we can work in on the way out, because time is indeed limited. No time to do this, no time to do that. Ric Flair had some words to say about Hulk. You'll find those. They're online somewhere. But this is going to have to be the last one for now. Let's give it to who's no, I'm not going to do that one. Here is Bro Villa talking about the music programs.
Hey, what's up, junkies?
Hey.
Dude, the kids today are insane, man.
Bruh.
Their talent level is just hands and above like anything. And a lot of the schools in the state of Florida, I don't believe we have arts and music in Florida pretty
That's
much
a shame,
anymore, right?
man.
I mean, some schools do, but most of the schools don't. They've eliminated it. And when I see some of these kids on some of these YouTube feeds, man, doing what they do, little kids, boys and girls, man, it's pretty incredible, man. I mean, really incredible what they're able to do. This little kid, Miles, just is insanely talented, man. He's a producer. He puts all the music together, plays all of the instruments.
I've seen that guy.
And
the little kid
I
on the
send a
computer.
lot of this stuff to Fritz, man. We freak out over it, but it's a good time, man. Let these kids do what they do best, man.
True.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Yeah, not enough investment in that, unfortunately. We started the show with a clip of, in tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, all these kids in music class playing along to the song.
Crazy
and it's just like absolute chills when you hear that kind of stuff. And you go, damn, we don't do this enough anymore. It's not as prevalent at school as it should be. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. E-News has been canceled. It's done. It's over with.
No.
After 32 years of entertainment coverage.
Doing E-News?
Yeah, they were put on hiatus in 2020, then brought back in 2023.
E-News on like the E network.
Yeah,
So they got canceled
exclamation
by their own network.
I guess so. The E network is not thought to be affected by the change as of now, and women
E only does like red carpet stuff anymore.
They're down to just a few things before they're just playing stuff that has nothing to do with the name of their station, like so many others. But women are anonymously, spilling tea about men in their cities on something called the T app. Gentlemen, be aware, TEA, the T app. There's 4 million users, but they're all women.
Oh, is this trying to like make some money on the idea of those Facebook groups where it's all like talking about dudes you've dated?
Come get your man kind of thing? Yeah. But you can't get on there if you're a guy. All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for Friday, July 25th, 2025. This band...
Black Sabbath.
Twisted Sister mode.
Twisted Sister.
There you go. I knew you'd get it. Twisted Sister's correct. The band members of Twisted Sister have never drank, never done drugs, never partied. They had to keep that quiet to avoid hurting their reputation as a rock band.
Ridden a Spider-Man ride. I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Very twisted.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back Monday, same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com.